Hello friends, I hope you are all doing good. Welcome back. So in this class we will be learning about the tax rates. So by end of this video you are going to understand the tax rates which are applicable for an individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, AGP, etc. So before starting the actual discussion, before starting today's discussion, let us just revise what we had discussed in our previous class. So in our previous class we had discussed about what do you mean by tax. Tax is pecuniary burden laid upon individuals and property owners. There are different types of taxes, which is direct taxes, indirect taxes. Direct taxes incident impact is on same person. Indirect taxes incident impact on two different persons. Direct taxes are progressive in nature, indirect taxes are regressive in nature. Constitutional provisions with regard to taxation also we had discussed. We had seen article 265, 246 and 245. Article 265 says what, sir? No tax can be levied or collected unless there is an authority of law. And there is article 245 which says central government has the power to make law for whole or any part of India, and state government has the power to make law for whole or any part of that particular state. So then we had seen article 246. Article 246 has a list in it. That list is called as what, sir? It is called as union. It has a schedule in it called as schedule number 7. Schedule number 7 talks about three lists: union list, state list and concurrent list. Union list means what, sir? Whatever is there in union list, there are different items, there are different matters with activities with respect to which only central government can make the law. Union list contains list of various different activities with respect to who can make the law. Only the central government can make the law. Similarly, state list contains various different items with respect to which only state government can make law, and concurrent list contains various different items with respect to which jointly central government and state government can make the law. Then after this we had studied about what, sir? After that we had seen how to read a section. Now whenever something like this, section 7 subsection 1 clause A subclause, how to read this? Section 7 subsection 1 clause A subclause 2. Okay, so however there are few sections, section 10, section 2 and section 47 in your income tax law. These sections are required to be read as section and clause. Section 2 it is not subsection, this clause 31, section 10 clause 1, section 47 clause 2, etc. Then we are also understand how to read a case law. Now there is a case law, Priya Saris versus CIT 265 ITR 92 Bangalore 2022. So this means what, sir? This is a case law which happened in the year 2022 and the judgment was given in the Bangalore High Court or Karnataka High Court. Priya Saris versus CIT. Priya Saris, this is the person who has filed the case, and the CIT is the person on whom the case is filed, and 265 is the serial number. There is a book called as income tax ruling. In that income tax ruling book, page number 92, you go for serial number 265, you will find this particular case law. Then we also understood the meaning of budget and what is this Finance Act. Budget, what is budget, sir? See, normally every year the government is going to give you the information about the amendments which are made in income tax law and as well as indirect tax law, and also what is the amount which they are allocating to various different sectors. What is the amount which they are allocating to various different sectors? That is called as budget, sir. Normally the Union Finance Minister, the Finance Minister of India, is going to present the budget. And when is this budget presented? This budget is presented on 1st of February every year. On 1st of February every year the budget is presented. That is nothing but a finance bill is presented at the parliament. This finance bill receives the approval at the parliament, both the houses of parliament, and then it goes to whom, sir? It goes to President of India for his or her assent. The President of India signs it, and that becomes an act. So it becomes Finance Act. Now whatever changes are made in the budget with respect to direct taxes will be applicable from 1st of April, and indirect taxes which will be applicable from same day or as the date notified by them, whichever is earlier. No, not whichever is earlier, as the date notified by them. Okay, anyways, normally budget, every year only one budget will be conducted. However, in the year of election there will be two budgets: budget before election, budget after election. Then we had okay, what do we study, sir? In income tax act, in this income tax subject which is there, should we study only the income tax act? No, you will have to study something called as income tax law. Sir, what do you mean by income tax law? What do you mean by income tax law? Income tax law here means income tax act, income tax rules, Finance Act, for your examination it is Finance Act 2022 and notifications and circulars and case law, judicial decisions. This is what you have to study. Then we had seen what, sir? Then we had seen what do you mean by income. Then we had understood the difference between sources of income and heads of income. We also understood that income means receipts, but all receipts are not treated as income. Capital receipts, revenue receipts, something like this we had studied. And sources of income, how many sources of incomes are there? Many sources of incomes are there, but how many heads of incomes are there? The heads of incomes are very limited. The heads of income are limited. There are only how many heads of income? 5 heads of income. Whatever income you are earning will go under this 5 heads of income. Then what do we do under income tax law? Under income tax law, you are required to compute the tax slab. You are required to compute the total income and the tax liability on that particular total income. Sir, what do you mean by total income, sir? Total income is nothing but nothing but adding all the 5 heads of income, then giving the deductions under chapter 6A. You will get an amount called as total income. So add all the 5 heads of income, reduce what, sir? Reduce something called as deduction under chapter 6A, then you are going to get an amount called as total income. You are going to get an amount called as total income. Then we had read this charging section, section 4, charging section of Income Tax Act. What does this section says? Charging section of Income Tax Act. Income is charged for every assessment year on every person on the income earned by him in the previous year, on the total income earned by him in the previous year at the rate specified in Finance Act. So here we also understood the meaning of year. Year can be of two types. One is calendar year, one is financial year. For us, what is important? For us being a commerce student, what is important? For us, financial year is important. Financial year can be of two types. One is called as previous year, one is called as what, sir? Assessment year. Previous year means what, sir? Previous year means the year in which you have earned the income, and assessment year means the year in which you are required to make the payment of taxes. So the year in which you have earned the income is previous year. The year in which you will have to pay the taxes on that particular income is called as assessment year. Normally previous year and assessment year are period of 12 months. Assessment year is always a period of 12 months, but previous year can be a period less than 12 months also. When will previous year be a period less than 12 months? Previous year will be a period less than 12 months if a new source of income or a new head of income, if a new source of income or a new head of income is arised in the middle of year. Okay, then we have understood what do you mean by a person. Person includes individual, HUF, firm, AOP, BOI, artificial judicial person, local authority, company. So individual, like natural person, is a person. HUF, Hindu undivided family is also treated as person. Then firm including LLP is treated as person. Company, whether it is an Indian company, foreign company, domestic company, etc., it is treated as person. Then AOP, BOI are also treated as person, and local authority is also treated as person. AJP, that is artificial judicial person. What do you mean by AJP, sir? AJP means artificial judicial person. They are also treated as or called as person. Then we had also understood the meaning of assessee. What do you mean by assessee, sir? Assessee means any person who is liable to pay tax or any other sum under this act, and it includes representative assessee, deemed assessee, and assessee in default. Then see, normally, then we had seen some exception to the general rule. What is the general rule telling? General rule says income of the previous year is assessed to tax in the previous year itself. However, there are some exceptions. What are these exceptions? Exceptions are shipping business of a non-resident. In case there is a shipping business of non-resident, he will have to pay the taxes for whatever income he has earned in the previous year. He will have to pay the taxes in the previous year itself. Then, if a person is leaving India, if an AOP BOI is found for a particular purpose and after that they are planning to dissolve it, or if a person is likely to transfer the property to avoid taxes, or in case of discontinued business, in these four cases, the previous year income is required to on the previous the income which is earned by you in the previous year, on that you will have to pay the taxes in the previous year itself. Only if the assessing officer feels that you may not pay the taxes in the assessment year, or you may not be available to pay the taxes in the assessment year. So this is what we had discussed in our previous class, correct? So this is what we had discussed in our previous class. This is what we had discussed in our previous class. So in our today's class, we'll start a discussion on a new topic, on an important topic called as what, sir? On an important topic called as tax rates. So today's class, what are we going to learn? In today's class, we are going to learn tax rates. Tax rates. Now whatever tax rates which we are going to learn, these tax rates are for which attempts, sir? These tax rates are for those students who are writing in May June 23 exam 23 or November December 23. Say previous year 22-23. For your examination, which is the previous year applicable to you, previous year 22-23, yeah, assessment year 23-24. This is what, sir? This is the assessment year and previous year which is applicable to you for your examination. So whatever tax rates which you are going to learn will be for this particular previous year and assessment year. Whatever tax rates which we are going to learn in our today's class will be completely for this particular previous year and assessment year. Now let me just explain this complete concept. Very beautiful, very interesting topic. And today we'll be computing also. We are going to do some computation with respect to how to compute tax on income, etc. Now tax rates are basically divided into two arrow marks. Tax rates are basically divided into two categories. One is called as general tax rates. General tax rates. These general tax rates are also called as slab rates. General tax rates are also called as slab rates. And we have something called as special tax rates. And we have something called as what, sir? Special tax rates. We have general tax rates as well as special tax rates. General tax rates are called as normal tax rates, or it is called as slab rates. Now, and we also have something called as special tax rates. These general tax rates which are there, no, these general tax rates are given in our Finance Act. Where will you find these general tax rates? These general tax rates will be found in our Finance Act, meaning every year budget will happen, correct? Every year budget is going to be conducted by the finance minister. Every year you will have to check whether there is a change in slab rates or not, whether there is a change in normal tax rates or not, whether there is a change in general tax rates or not. So every year whenever there is a budget which is coming, whenever there is a budget which is coming, people are interested in the budget because to check whether there is any change in the tax rates or not. Now you would have heard, you would have seen that this year, or you would have seen somewhere while scrolling down Instagram reels, etc., that now up to 7 lakh income you don't have to pay any taxes. You would have seen something like this, correct? Up to 7 lakh income you don't have to pay any taxes. In the recent budget, the finance minister has announced that, correct? Now, is this applicable for you in your examination? Is this applicable for you in your examination? Answer is no. See, whatever budget which was recently concluded on 1st of February, that is applicable only to those students who are writing their examination. It is applicable to whom? It is applicable only to those students who are writing their examination in May 23 or May 24 or June 24. That is next year. It is applicable for next year, May or June 24 examination, and November or December 24 examination. So for you, the old budget which was conducted last year, Finance Act 2022, is applicable. So for your examination, whatever rates which you have to see will be from which act, sir? Finance Act. Which Finance Act? Finance Act 2022. So for your examination, the slab rates or the general tax rates, for that you will have to check the Finance Act 2022. And we have something called as special tax rates. These special tax rates are there, no? These special tax rates are found in Income Tax Act itself. Where will I find these special tax rates? You are going to file the special tax rates in the Income Tax Act itself. It is found in the Income Tax Act itself. So sir, can I say that special tax rates will normally not change? Can I say that the special tax rates which are there, they will normally not change? Why? Because it is given in the income tax law itself. Because it is given in the income tax law itself, they are not going to change unless until the government specifically wants to change it. Normally special tax rates will be fixed, but general tax rates rates or slab rates will be changed, because every year the budget is going to come. So every year I will have to check in the budget whether there is a change in the general tax rates or not, whether there is a change in slab rates or not. Please note, every year special tax rates will not change, because it is given in the Income Tax Act itself. Where do I find special tax rates? It is found in the Income Tax Act itself, whereas the general tax rates are given in Finance Act. It is given where in Finance Act. So Finance Act or the budget comes every year, whereas income tax law is it has, I mean, the law came in way back in 1961, and if they feel that there is a need of making some amendment or change, they will make. But however, generally these special tax rates, the tax rates on this special incomes which are there, no, they will not change. They will not change. Now let me first give you the details of the special tax rates. Please note, I am going to use few words which you may feel that I don't know about those things. I am going to use few words about which you may feel that what is this word, sir? What are you writing, sir? Can you please explain, etc. About all these things we are going to learn in that respective chapters. Whatever I am going to write now about all those things, I am going to teach you. We are going to learn about all those things in respective chapters. But as of now, for understanding the tax rate purpose, I am writing this particular points. Okay. So whatever I am going to write over here, sir, on special tax rates are applicable. Where are special tax rates given? Special tax rates are given in Income Tax Act. They are applicable on special income. In short, let me call these incomes as what, sir? Let me call these incomes as special income. Let me call the income on which special tax rates is applicable as what income? Special income. Sir, can you please tell us what are the different income on which special tax rates are applicable? Yes, there is an income called as long-term capital gain. See, in capital gain, when we will discuss the chapter of capital gain, you will understand that a person can have two types of capital gain. One is called as long-term capital gain, another one is called as short-term capital gain. So here one is called as what's a long-term capital gain, one is called as short-term capital gain. Now this capital gain which you are earning is taxable either under section, section 112, or that can be a long-term capital gain which is taxable under section 112A. So capital gain which is there, it can either be long-term capital gain or short-term capital gain. Now the long-term capital gain which is there, that is taxed under two different heads. One is 112 and one is 112A. Long-term capital gain which is taxable under section 112, long-term capital gain taxable under section 112, the tax rate is 20%. The tax rate for those long-term capital gain which is taxable under which section? Under section 112 is 20%. Like for example, I'll just give an example, but please note, we are going to learn about long-term capital gain, short-term capital gain. Whatever you are seeing in this general, whatever you are going to see in this general tax rates, no, we are going to learn about all those things in respective chapters. So you don't have to break your head about, sir, what is this long-term capital gain? How do I get this long-term capital gain? Don't break your head about all those things. Now just understand what are the tax rates. What are the tax rates? So we have long-term capital gain taxable under which section? Under section 112. So long-term capital gain under section 112, what is the tax rate applicable for it? For it, the tax rate is 20%. If there is a long-term capital gain taxable under section 112, tax rate is what, sir? 20%. And if there is a long-term capital gain and if it is taxable under section 112A, then the tax rate is 10%. The tax rate is what, sir? The tax rate is 10% in excess of 10%. The tax rate is 10% for income in excess of rupees 1 lakh. What is the tax rate for long-term capital gain under section 112? The tax rate for long-term capital gain under section 112 is 10%, and this tax rate is on what income, sir? 10% for income in excess of 1 lakh rupees. So if your income under section 112A the income, long-term capital gain under section 112A, if your income crosses 1 lakh rupees, then whatever excess is there, on that excess, how much tax you have to pay? You have to pay tax of 10%. You have to pay tax of how much, sir? 10%. Then we have something called as, then we have something called as short-term capital gain. Then we have something called as short-term capital gain. Again, short-term capital gain is also taxable under section 111 and it is taxable under section 111A. So short-term capital gain can also be of two types, which is taxable under section 111 and which is taxable under section 111A. The short-term capital gain which is taxable under section 111 is taxable at slab rates. It is taxable at what rate, sir? It is taxable at slab rates. Meaning what, sir? It is taxable at this rates. Whatever slab rates I am going to teach this slab rate, it is taxable at the rates which is given in the Finance Act. So short-term capital gain taxable under section 111 is taxable at what rates? At slab rates. And short-term capital gain referred to in section 111A is taxable at flat 15%. It is taxable at what rate, sir? It is taxable at flat 15%. Okay, it is taxable at flat 15%. Then apart from this, there is something called as casual income. Sir, what is this casual income? The casual income is nothing but winnings from lottery, winning from a game show or a TV show, or winning from betting, gambling activities, etc. These are called as what? Casual income. These are called as casual income. The tax rate for casual income is flat. You will have to pay a flat rate of 30%. So whatever income you have earned 1 lakh rupees, how much tax you have to pay? 30,000 rupees, flat 30%. There is no benefit of slab, etc. Whatever income you have earned, flat 30% you have to pay the taxes. Apart from this, there is one more type of income called as undisclosed source of income, or in short I can call it as undisclosed income. On this undisclosed income, the tax rate is 60%. Undisclosed income, the tax rate is what, sir? 60%, which is nothing but your black money, the money which you have not disclosed to the government, the money which about which you have not showed any details to the government, about which you have not which is not included in the income tax return which is filed by you. For example, I was walking on the street one day, one very beautiful Sunday morning. I was walking on the street. I found a bag on that street. One very beautiful Sunday morning, when I was walking on the street, I found a very beautiful bag on the street. I just slightly opened the bag. I found that there are lots of money. There are 2,000 rupees note which is available in that bag. I took the bag and I went to my home. I took the bag without making a sound. I went to my home and I opened. I saw that there are totally 5 crore rupees available. I found a bag wherein in that bag how much money was there? There was 5 crore rupees. There was 5 crore rupees. I kept that bag in my cupboard. I kept that bag in my cupboard. I kept that bag in my locker. Officer came to know that I have found a bag, and he came to know that in that bag there is some money. Income tax officer came to know that I found some bag, and in that bag what is there? In that bag there are some money. Officer came to my house. Officer told Dilip, here Dilip, I got an information that you found a bag yesterday. I got an information that you found a bag yesterday, and in that bag you found a bag yesterday. Can I see that bag? I told, no officer, no, I have not found any bag. Who told you? I think someone is lying you, etc. He told, no, I have some video proofs also. See, there was this bag, you took this bag and you were coming back home with a bag, etc. I said, yes officer, I found a bag. He asked me, okay, tell me Dilip, what is there in that bag? He asked me to tell me, Dilip, what is there in that bag? I told him, officer, in that bag clothes are there. In that bag, what is there, sir? In that bag clothes are there. Officer told, open. Officer told me open. Officer, how can I open in front of you? Officer told open the bag. Officer told what, sir? Open the bag. I opened the bag. Officer found that there is lot and lot of money. This money is called as what, sir? Undisclosed income. This money is called as undisclosed income. On this undisclosed income, I will have to pay the taxes. There is an income which I have never disclosed, or there is money which was found available with me, on which I have not paid any taxes, about which I have not given any information to the government. On this income I will have to pay the taxes at what rate, sir? 60%. I will have to pay the taxes at 60%. Okay, undisclosed income. What is the tax rate? 60%, highest tax rate. So basically, what is there in the special tax rates? Special tax rates, basically if you see, there are only three types of income. There is capital gain income, there is casual income, and there is undisclosed income. Capital gain income, long term it is 20% or 10%, short term it is slab rate or 15%, and this casual income 30%, undisclosed income 60%. These are the special tax rates. Okay. These are what, sir? These are the special tax rates. Now let us understand about what? Let us understand about the slab rates. Now let us understand about what, sir? Let us understand about something called as slab rates. Now, sir, slab rates is applicable to which income, sir? It is applicable, slab rates are applicable to all the incomes, applicable on incomes other than special income. So except this special income means, let us call this as special income, let us call them as special income. Except this special income, whatever other type of income you are earning, on that the tax which you have to pay is at what rate, sir? It is at normal rates or slab rates. Sir, which are these incomes, sir? Can you give an example? Say for example, you are receiving salary, you are receiving an income which is taxable under the head salary, you are receiving an income which is taxable under the head house property, you are receiving an income which is taxable under the head PGBP, profits and gains from business and profession. You are doing some business, you are earning some income, tax rate applicable to you is slab rate. You have given a property on rent, you are earning some income, the tax rate which is applicable to you is slab rates. That is nothing but normal tax rate which is given in Finance Act. You are receiving an income from other sources, whatever income from other sources you are earning, income from other sources, it can be an interest income, dividend income, etc. Whatever other kind of income you are earning which is not taxable under any of the respective heads, which is tax that will be taxable under other sources, on that other sources income also you have to pay tax at what rates, are normal rates. And also there is one more income on which you will have to pay the taxes at normal rates, which is what? Short term capital gain under section 111. We had seen over here short term capital gain under section 111. What is the rate applicable? It is slab rates. So for that income also you have to pay a tax at what rate, sir? You have to pay tax at slab rates. Sir, can you please tell me, sir, what do you want me to tell you? Sir, can you tell me, can one single person have income taxable at slab rates and income taxable at special rates, sir? Can a single person have an income taxable at normal rates and income taxable at special rates, sir? Answer is yes. Sir, can you give an example? Say for example, there is someone called as Mr. Dilip. Mr. Dilip is doing a business. Mr. Dilip is doing a business. He is doing sari business. So I have a business in the name of Priya Saris. I have a business in the name of Priya Saris. The total income which I made from Priya Saris is 10 lakh rupees. Okay, the total income which I made from Priya Saris is 10 lakh rupees. I have a house property. I have a house which I have given on rent. So the house which I have given on rent, on that I am earning a total rent of rupees, say 1,20,000. I am earning a total rent of 1,20,000. Then I had some jewelry with me. I had some jewelry with me which I sold. This jewelry was my capital asset. Therefore, I sold this jewelry. This jewelry I holded it for a longer period of time. So when I sold this, I got something called as long-term capital gain. This long-term capital gain, I got how much long-term capital gain, sir? I got a long-term capital gain of 1,50,000. Apart from that, I have given money to some few people who gave me interest. Apart from that, I have an FD. I have given some loans to people for which I have earned some interest. The total interest earned by me is 60,000 rupees. The total interest earned by me is how much? 60,000 rupees. Let me, I think this is more than sufficient. This is more than sufficient. So here, Dilip is earning a total income of how much? Dilip is earning a total income of 10 lakhs plus 1,20,000 plus 1,50,000 plus 60,000, which is 13,30,000 rupees. This is the total income which I have earned. Now I have different types of income, correct? I have earned so many different types of income. Now if you see, a single person can have different types of income. What is the tax rate applicable? For my business income, I will have to pay the taxes at slab rates, and for my house income, I will have to pay the taxes at slab rate. And for this long-term capital gain, I will have to pay the taxes at 20%, which is that section 112 is applicable, and for interest I will have to pay the taxes at slab rate. So a single person, say apart from that, I'll take one more income. Say apart from that, I had also taken a lottery ticket. I had also taken a lottery ticket. I have earned income from that lottery. I have earned an income of how much? I have earned an income of 1,20,000. I have earned an income of how much? 1,20,000. So tell me now, this lottery income, at what rate I have to pay the taxes? I will have to pay the taxes at 30%. I will have to pay the taxes at what rate, sir? 30%. So my total income now is 14,50,000. So this income, whatever income I am earning, right? Whatever income I have earned, on that income I will have to pay the taxes accordingly. I will have to pay the taxes at slab rates or at special rates. So a single person can have income which is taxable at special rates as well as at slab rates. Income which tax I may have to pay at special rates as well as slab rates. Now with this basics with respect to tax rates, that is where can I find tax rates, etc. For your examination, tax rates can be of two types, slab rates and special rates, etc. With this basic difference and with giving you the meaning of whatever different special tax rates are there, let us now start the tax rates for your examination, which is given in Finance Act 2022, that slab rates, which is nothing but the slab rates. Or now the discussion which we are going to do is what, sir? Now let us start the discussion on something called as general tax rates. So now our discussion, we are starting a discussion with what, sir? We are going to start our discussion with something called as general tax rates. In this general tax rates for previous year 22-23 and assessment year 23-24. So general tax rates for this particular previous year and assessment year. Now in general tax rates, what we are going to discuss first, we are going to discuss the first thing which we are going to discuss in general tax rate is, the first thing which we are going to discuss in general tax rates is, I'll use which color? I'll use purple color. Yeah. First thing which we are going to discuss in general tax rates is your slab rates. Slab rates for previous year 22-23, assessment year 23-24. What are these slab rates? Slab rates means what, sir? Slab rates means if your income is up to this limit, you don't have to pay the taxes. Once your income crosses a limit, you will have to pay some taxes. Then again limit crossed, you will have to pay more tax, etc. Now let us see what is this slab rate. Slab rates. Slab rates for whom? Point number one. Slab rates for if you are an individual. So whatever we are going to see, that is the slab rate for whom, sir? If you are an individual, if you are an HUF, if you are an AOP, if you are an BOI, or if you are artificial judicial person. If you are who, sir? If you are an artificial judicial person. So who are you? If you are an individual, HUF, AOP, BOI, artificial judicial person, then this is the tax rate applicable to you. This is the tax rate applicable to you. What is the tax rate applicable to me, sir? If you are an individual, then see what is your total income. So if your total income is this much, this will be the tax rate. If your total income is this much, you are going to pay this amount of tax. Now what is my total income? How much amount of tax will I have to pay? What is my total income and how much amount of tax will I have to pay? If your total income is up to rupees 2.5 lakhs, if your total income is how much? Up to rupees 2.5 lakhs, you will have to pay a tax rate of 0. How much tax do you have to pay to the government? You don't have to pay any taxes to the government. If your total income is how much? If your total income is up to 2.5 lakhs, you don't have to pay any taxes to the government. There is no tax which is required to be paid by you to the government. If your total income is from 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, if your total income is how much? From anywhere between 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, that is 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs, etc. If your total income is between 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, you will have to pay a tax of 5%. If your total income is between 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, how much tax you have to pay? You will have to pay a tax of 5%. If your total income is from 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, if your total income is how much? If your total income is somewhere in between 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, that is, say it is 8 lakh rupees, 7 lakh rupees, 7.5 lakh rupees, 9 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees, then up to 2.5 lakhs, don't pay the taxes. 2.5 to 5 lakhs, you pay 5%. 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, you have to pay 5 lakhs to whatever that extra income you have earned, for that you will have to pay 20%. What is the tax rate applicable for them, sir? It is 20%. So, sir, can you give an example? Say for example, my income is 7.5 lakhs. Now, whenever I am computing the tax, what will I do? I am going to give the breakup. See, sir, this income will be divided into category number 1, 2.5 lakhs. So, up to 2.5 lakhs of my income, I don't have to pay any taxes. Then from 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, my the tax rate which is applicable to me is 5%. Then 2.5 to 5 means 2,50,000. For this 2,50,000, how much will I have to pay? I will have to pay 5%. And what is the remaining income? Sir, remaining income is 5 lakhs to 7.5 lakhs. 5 lakh to 7.5 lakhs is falling in which bracket? It is falling in this 20% bracket. For this income I will have to pay how much tax, sir? 20%. Anyways, we are going to do questions. Slab rate means what, sir? As and when your income increases, the income tax is progressive in nature. As and when your income is increasing, that amount of taxes which you have to pay will also increase. That is what this slab rate is talking all about. Then if your income, so if my total income is up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax, 2.5 to 5, 5%, 5 to 10, 20%. And if it is more than 10, if your total income is above 10 lakh rupees, you will have to pay tax of 30%. How much tax you will have to pay? You will have to pay a tax of 30%. I'll repeat now. If you are an individual HUF, AOP, BOI, artificial judicial person, if you are an individual HUF, AOP, BOI, artificial judicial person, then I am going to see how much is your total income. If your total income is up to 2.5 lakhs, you don't have to pay any taxes. This is called as the basic exemption limit. Meaning up to this amount, if you are earning any income up to 2.5 lakhs, then you will get the basic exemption limit benefit. You don't have to pay any taxes. If your income is from 2.5 to 5 lakhs, then you will have to pay 5%, 5 to 10, 20%, more than 10, 30%. If your income is up to 2.5, no tax, 2.5 to 5, 5%, 5 to 10, 20%, and more than 10 or above 10 lakhs, it is 30%. This is the slab rates which is applicable to whom? Individual HUF, AOP, BOI, artificial judicial person. Up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax. 2.5 to 5, 5%. 5 to 10, 20%. More than 10, 30%. So how do I remember this, sir? Up to 2.5, no tax. up to 2.5 no tax. 2.5 to 5 5%, 2.5 to 5 5%, 5 to 10 20%, 5 to 10 20%, more than 10 30%, more than 10 30%, up to 2.5 no tax, up to 2.5 no tax, 2.5 to 5 5%, 2.5 to 5 5%, 5 to 10 20%, 5 to 10 20%, more than 10 30%, more than 10 30%. Okay, once more, up to 2.5 no tax, up to 2.5 no tax, 2.5 to 5 5%, 2.5 to 5 5%, 5 to 10 20%, 5 to 10 20%, more than 10 30%, more than 10 30%. I'll repeat. Up to 2.5 no tax, up to 2.5 no tax, 2.5 to 5 5%, 5 to 10 20%, more than 10 30%. Okay, more than 10 30%. So this is the slab rate. Up to 2.5 no tax, up to 2.5 no tax, 2.5 to 5 5%, 2.5 to 5 5%, 5 to 10 20%, 5 to 10 20%, more than 10 30%, more than 10 30%. So this is the normal slab rates to whom, sir? To those people who are individual HUF, AOP, BOI artificial judicial person. To those who are individual HUF, AOP, BOI artificial judicial person. Next, if you are, next what, sir? If you are who? If you are a senior citizen, if you are what? If you are category number 2, if you are who? If you are a senior citizen, if you are category number 2, if you are a senior citizen, if you are a senior citizen, then there is a separate tax rate applicable to you. If you are who, sir? If you are a senior citizen, there is a separate tax rate applicable to you. Sir, who is the senior citizen, sir? Senior citizen means resident individual. Resident individual whose age is aged 60 years or more. Who is a senior citizen, sir? Senior citizen means an resident individual whose age is 60 years or more. Senior citizen means what? A resident individual whose age is 60 years or more. Now please note, there is someone called as resident and there is someone called as non-resident. Okay, there is a separate chapter called as residential status. About there we'll understand when can a person be called as a resident and when can a person be called as non-resident, etc. That time we'll see. Now as of now you understand, if I am a person from India and if I am staying in India, and I will be called as resident. If I am not staying in India, I am non-resident. So if you are staying in India, you are resident. If you are not staying in India, you are non-resident. For example, I am staying in India, so I am resident of India. Narendra Modi is resident of India. Say we have Akshay Kumar, he is resident of India. Please, sir, he is Canadian citizen. No, we are talking about residential status. Then we have Rajnikant, he is a resident of India. We have Prabhas, he is resident of India. We have Allu Arjun, he is resident of India. He is resident of India. We have Shah Rukh Khan, we have Salman Khan. They are all what, sir? Resident of India. So that person who is staying in India, he will be called as what, sir? He will be called as resident of India. Now, sir, what do you mean by non-resident? Barack Obama, Elon Musk, they are non-resident of India. Are they staying in India? No, sir, they are non-resident of India. So what? See, how do we classify a person into resident, non-resident, etc.? That we will see in a separate chapter called as residential status. As of now, I hope you have understood the basic meaning of resident and non-resident. Resident means the person who is staying in India. Non-resident means the person who is not staying in India. Okay. Now, who is a senior citizen? Resident individual whose age is 60 years or more. Resident individual whose age is 60 years or more, that person will be called as senior citizen. Sir, what is the tax rate applicable to senior citizen? Sir, what is the tax rate applicable to senior citizen? Now, for senior citizen, if his total income is this much, this is the tax rate. For senior citizen, if his total income is this much, this is the tax rate. What is the total income? If his total income is up to 3 lakh rupees, then no tax. 3 lakh to 5 lakh, 5%. 5 lakh to 10 lakh, then it is same. So here for senior citizen, they get a basic exemption of 3 lakh. Normal individual will get a basic exemption of 2.5 lakh. Senior citizen will get a basic exemption of 3 lakh rupees. So up to 3 lakh rupees, he does not have to pay any taxes. 3 lakhs to 5 lakh rupees, if his income is there somewhere in between this, then 5% for that income. 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, the tax rate applicable for him is 20%. Then more than 10, the tax rate applicable is 30%. More than 10 lakhs, the tax rate applicable is what, sir? 30%. Then there is one more categories of person. Then there is one more last category of person. Who is that person called as, sir? That person is called as super senior citizen. That person is called as what, sir? Super senior citizen. Sir, what do you mean by super senior citizen? Sir, who is this person, sir? Super senior citizen. Super senior citizen means a resident individual. Resident individual aged 80 years or more. Who is this super senior citizen? Super senior citizen means that resident individual whose age is 80 years or more. Sir, whose age is 80 years or more. Sir, what is the tax rate applicable for this super senior citizen? For super senior citizen, the tax rate applicable is his total income tax rate. If the super senior citizen if his total income is up to 5 lakh rupees, he does not have to pay any taxes. For super senior citizen, what is the basic exemption limit? It is 5 lakh rupees. Up to 5 lakh rupees, he does not have to pay any taxes. Who's a super senior citizen? Up to 5 lakh rupees, he does not have to pay any taxes. For 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, he will have to pay 20%. For more than 10 lakhs, he will have to pay 30%. For more than 10 lakhs, how much he has to pay? He has to pay 30%. So this is the slab rate applicable to whom? Super senior citizen. Sir, who is super senior citizen? A resident individual whose age is 80 years or more. Who is senior citizen? A resident individual whose age is 60 years or more. Okay, now please note, here I am using the word resident individual. Here I am using the word resident individual. Sir, what if I am a non-resident person and my age is 60 years or more? I am a non-resident person, my age is 80 years or more. Sir, what if I am a non-resident only? What is the tax rate applicable to me? See, slab rates, the basic slab rate which is there, no, over here, the basic slab rate which is there, that is the slab rates for individual HUF, AOP, BOI, etc. Up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax, 2.5 to 5, 5%, 5 to 10, 20%, more than 10, 30%. So this slab rate which is there, this is applicable to whom? This is applicable to resident as well as non-resident. This is applicable to a resident individual like you and me whose age is less than 60 years, and non-resident. Non-resident irrespective of his age. Non-resident irrespective of his age. For resident whose age is less than 60 years, that is up to 59, you will have to go for this slab rates. And if you are a non-resident, I don't care what is your age, I don't care what is your age, irrespective of your age, this is the slab rate which is applicable to you. Irrespective of your age, you have to pay the same. So if a non-resident is there, say Warren Buffett, he is earning income from India, for him, what is the slab rate applicable? It is 2.5. So his age is more than 80 years, sir, I don't care. He is super senior citizen, sir. He is super senior. No, he is not super senior citizen. For a non-resident, the slab rate is what, sir? The slab rate is up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax, 2.5 to 5%, 5 to 10, 20%, and more than 10, 30%. So this is the basic slab rates which are applicable. So these are the basic slab rates which are applicable. Slab rates what, sir? For individual, what is the slab rate for individual? Up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax, 2.5 to 5%, 5 to 10, 30%, more than 5 to 10, 20%, more than 10, 30%. Senior citizen whose age is, senior citizen means resident individual whose age is 60 years or more. Up to 3 lakhs, no tax, 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs, 5%, 5 to 10 lakhs, 20%, and more than 10 lakhs, 30%. And what do you mean by super senior citizen? Super senior citizen means a resident individual whose age is 80 years or more. So for him, up to 5 lakh rupees, no tax, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 10%, 20%, sorry, and more than 10 lakhs, it is 30%. More than 10 lakhs, it is 30%. Okay, so this is the basic tax rates. Now let me what, sir? Let us solve some question about computation of tax. Let us solve some questions for computation of taxes. Now, let us take some example and compute the taxes. Example number 1 or question number 1. Question number 1, example number 1. Mr. Dilip has a total income of rupees 15 lakh. Compute the tax payable by him if his age is, case number 1, 30 years, case number 2, 62 years, and case number 3, 85 years. So Dilip has a total income of what, sir? 15 lakh rupees. So you are required to compute the income of Mr. Dilip if his age was 30 years, 62 years, and 85 years. Sir, is Dilip resident? Yes, Dilip is a resident. Is Dilip resident of India? Yes, Dilip is resident of India. He is a resident of India. So you are required to compute the income. You are required to compute the tax. So you are required to compute the tax. Sir, how will I compute the tax? So let me just give one example to you. Let me just solve it for one case. Accordingly, you can try for other 2 cases also. Answer. So case number 1, age is 30 years. So if my age is 30 years and my total income is how much, sir? My total income is 15 lakh rupees. Sir, how do I do the computation? I will show you. So this is what you are required to follow. Say total income. I'll write, how do I write, sir? In examination, you should write the total income over here first. Then write the tax rates. And then the tax amount. And then what, sir? And then the tax amount. Now my total income is 15 lakh rupees. So how do I find the tax rate? Sir, directly 15 lakhs, it is more than 10 lakhs. So should I apply 30%? No, it is not like that. Sir, you said, sir, if it is more than 10 lakhs, it is 30%. So straight away can I, because it is more than 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs is more than 10 lakhs. Straight away can I say that 15 lakhs into 30%? No, it is not the right way. Then how do I compute the income tax, sir? See, you'll have to give the see, there is a slab rate. Slab rate means as and when your income is increasing, the tax also increases. So up to some amount you don't have to pay any taxes. Then after that some amount you will have to pay 5%. After that some amount you have to pay 10%. After that some amount you have to pay 30%, etc. So up to 2.5 lakhs I don't have to pay any taxes. Then my income from 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs. The income which I have earned from between 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, what is the tax rate, sir? 5%. So how do I compute this? So 2.5 to 5, what is the difference? That is 2.5 lakhs, sir. It is 2.5 lakhs. For this 2.5 lakhs, what is the tax I have to pay? 5%. So what is the amount of tax which will come? It will come to, sir, 12,500 rupees. Then from 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, for the income between 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, which is equal to 5 lakh rupees, how much I will have to pay? I will have to pay 20%. What is the tax rate applicable to you? The tax rate applicable to you is 20%. So what is this? 5 lakhs into 20%. Sir, 5 lakh into 20% is 1 lakh rupees. Then more than 10, my income. Sir, more than 10, it is from 10 lakhs to 15 lakhs. Correct. So my total income is how much? My total income is 15 lakh rupees. So more than 10 means from 10 to 15. From 10 to 15, my income is how much? 5 lakh rupees. And for that, what is the tax rate applicable? The tax rate applicable is 30%. So for this 30%, how much tax should I pay, sir? Sir, I will have to pay 1,50,000 rupees. I will have to pay how much, sir? I will have to pay 1,50,000 rupees. So what is the total tax liability over here? So 12,500 plus 1 lakh plus 1,50,000. It is how much, sir? It is 2,62,000. How much does it come to? 2,62,500. So what is my tax? My tax liability is 2,62,500. My tax liability is how much, sir? 2,62,500. Now tell me, what will be my tax liability if my income is 62 years, if my age is 62 years, I am a resident individual and my age is 62 years. What is the tax liability? Come on, do it before me, do it before me. So Mr. Dilip's age is how much? Age is, do it before me, 62 years. Total income is how much? 15 lakh rupees. How much tax will I have to pay? Sir, if your age is 62 lakh rupees, then you get a basic exemption limit of, sir, 62 years. No, sir. Sir, 62 years means you are a senior citizen, resident individual whose age is 60 years or more. So, sir, for you, if your total income tax rate and tax amount, if your total income is up to rupees 3 lakh, you don't have to pay any taxes. So from 3 lakh rupees to 5 lakh rupees, you have to pay 5%. From 3 lakh to 5 lakh, which is nothing but 2 lakh rupees, I have to pay how much? 5%. So how much does it come to, sir? It comes to 2 lakh into 5%. It comes to 10,000 rupees, sir. It comes to how much? 10,000 rupees. From 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, you have to pay how much? 20%. You have to pay 20%. So what is the tax? Sir, from 5 lakh to 10 lakhs, it is 5 lakh rupees. On that, I have to pay 20%. It comes to how much? It comes to 1 lakh rupees, sir. Then from more than 10 lakh, it is 30%. More than 10 lakhs is from 10 lakhs to 15 lakhs. The rate is 30%. How much is it? Sir, it is 5 lakh into 30%. How much is it? It is 1,50,000. 1,50,000. So if I am a senior citizen, how much tax will I have to pay? I will have to pay total tax of 2,60,000. How much tax will I have to pay? I will have to pay total tax of 2,60,000. So we have done for age 30 years. We have done for age 62 years. Now tell me, what will be my income? Case number 3. What will be my income if my age is 85 years and my total income is how much? 15 lakh rupees. Now you are required to tell me what will be my income, what will be my tax if my age is how much? If my age is, what will be my tax if my age is? Please note, I am leaving few lines here, okay? After writing the answer, I am leaving few lines. If you are noting it down, then please make sure that you leave 3-4 lines and then start your next computation calculation, and then you start your next calculation. Sir, in this case, no sir. Sir, in this case, if your age is 85 years, that means you are super senior citizen. If you are super senior citizen, then sir, up to 5 lakhs you will get benefit, sir. So total income, tax rate, tax amount. So if my total income is up to 5 lakhs, I don't have to pay any taxes. For 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, I have to pay how much? 20%. We have already done the calculation, which is 1 lakh rupees. And for 10 lakhs to 15 lakhs, the rate is 30%. We have already done the calculation. It comes to 1,50,000. So if I am a senior citizen, if you are a super senior citizen, so if I am super senior citizen, what is my tax liability? 2,50,000. What is my tax liability, sir? My tax liability is 2,60,000. My tax liability is how much, sir? My tax liability is 2,60,000. I hope this point is very clear to you all. If I am super senior citizen, what is my tax liability? My tax liability is 2,50,000. Okay. Now, sir, give an example for non-resident. No, say for example, example number 2. Mr. Obama, who is a non-resident. Mr. Obama, who is a non-resident, he is aged 64 years, has a total income of rupees 28 lakhs. Compute his tax liability. So his total income is how much? 28 lakhs. Sir, why will non-resident pay tax in India? Sir, why will non-resident pay tax in India? If he is earning in India, then he will have to pay tax in India. No. If he is earning from India, if he is earning in India, he will have to pay tax in India. Therefore, is it possible that non-resident pays taxes in India? Answer is 100% yes. It is possible that non-resident is also liable to pay taxes in India. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So now, how do I do the computation? Answer. Sir, non-resident age is 64 years. Sir, he is senior citizen, sir. He is senior citizen. Non-resident age is how much? 64 years. Therefore, he is senior citizen. Sir, for him, the rate of senior citizen should be applied. No. For non-resident, if you are what? If you are a non-resident, irrespective of your age, we had learnt over here, if you are a non-resident, if you are an individual who is a non-resident, irrespective of your age, for you this normal slab rates will be applicable. For you, what will be applicable? For you, this normal slab rates will be applicable. For you, what will be applicable, sir? For you, this normal slab rates will be applicable. So let me just do the computation for you. Let me just do the computation. So his total income, tax rate, tax amount. Total income, tax rate and tax amount. Sir, up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax. Up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax. Sir, from 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, he will have to pay 5%, which comes to how much? 12,500. From 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, he will have to pay 20%, which comes to 1 lakh rupees. And from 10 lakhs to how much? 28 lakhs. More than 10 lakhs, it is 30%. More than 10 lakhs, up to where you will go? You will go up to 28 lakhs because his total income is 28 lakhs. So how much is for that? 2.5 lakhs into 5%. See, in examination you are compulsory required to show this computation. You should 100% show this computation. So here it is 18 lakhs into 30%. How much is it? Sir, 18 lakhs into 30%. Just a second, sir. 18 lakhs into 30%. It comes to 5,40,000 rupees. It comes to how much? It comes to 5,40,000 rupees. So how much is it? 6,52,500. How much tax he has to pay? He has to pay 6,52,500. He has to pay how much? 6,52,500. Now accordingly, you can change your, the computation can be done for n number of items. I hope you have understood the basic logic and basic method of computation of the taxes on income. Now let us discuss few more things. Okay, let us discuss few more things with respect to this taxation. Next thing which we are going to discuss is about, there is something called as surcharge. There is something called as what? Surcharge. There is something called as surcharge. If your total income crosses or exceeds certain limit, you will have to pay something called as surcharge. Now what is this surcharge, etc., we are going to see. Now what law says is, if your total income is also called as net taxable income. If your total income is also called as what, sir? Net taxable income. I'll write it over here. Total income is also called as net taxable income. So if your total income or net taxable income is more than 50 lakh rupees up to 1 crore rupees. It is how much? More than 50 lakhs up to 1 crore. More than 50 lakhs up to 1 crore. If your total income is more than 50 lakh rupees up to 1 crore rupees. Up to how much? Up to 1 crore rupees. Up to 1 crore rupees. In such cases, you will have to pay 10% surcharge. You will have to pay surcharge of how much? You will have to pay surcharge of 10%. 10% on the tax amount. Meaning what, sir? Meaning what? Can I say in short, surcharge is a tax on tax? Can I say surcharge is a tax on tax? Meaning whatever tax is coming, whatever tax is coming on this tax, whatever tax is coming on this tax, you will have to pay surcharge. When will I have to pay surcharge? If your total income exceeds a certain limit. You don't have to pay surcharge normally, but you will have to pay surcharge only when your income crosses some limit. Only when your income crosses some limit. Only when your income crosses some limit. When is this surcharge applicable? Only when your total income crosses that limit. What is that limit? Your surcharge rate will be if your total income is somewhere in between 50 lakhs to 1 crore. If your total income is somewhere more than 50 lakhs up to 1 crore rupees, then you will have to pay a surcharge of 10% on that tax amount. Whatever tax you have found, on the tax amount you will have to pay something called as surcharge. How much surcharge you have to pay? 10%. Then if your total income or net taxable income is more than 1 crore up to 2 crores. If your total income is how much? More than 1 crore and up to 2 crore rupees, you will have to pay a surcharge of 15% on tax. You will have to pay surcharge of how much, sir? You will have to pay a surcharge of 15% on tax. See, if your total income is up to 50 lakh rupees, if your total income is up to 50 lakh rupees, then do you have to pay surcharge? No. When will you have to pay surcharge? If your total income is more than 50 lakh rupees. If it is 50 lakhs between 50 lakhs to 1 crore, 10% of tax or on tax. If your total income is more than 1 crore up to 2 crore rupees, how much surcharge you have to pay? You will have to pay surcharge of 15% of tax. Then if your total income is more than 2 crores, up to 5 crores, up to 5 crore rupees, you will have to pay a surcharge. How much is the surcharge which I have to pay, sir? You will have to pay a surcharge of 25% on tax. How much surcharge you have to pay? You will have to pay a surcharge of 25% of tax. Please note, surcharge is what, sir? This is an extra tax which you have to pay. You have to pay some extra tax. It is a tax on tax which you have to pay if your total income crosses a specified limit. If your total income crosses a specified limit, you will have to pay something called as surcharge. Surcharge is nothing but your extra tax. Then there is one more category of surcharge. If your total income is more than 5 crore rupees, if your total income is more than 5 crore rupees, you will have to pay a surcharge of 37% on tax. How much surcharge do you have to pay? If your total income is more than 5 crore rupees, you will have to pay a surcharge of 30%. You will have to pay surcharge of 30% on tax. You will have to pay surcharge of 30% of tax. What is this surcharge? This surcharge is an extra tax which you have to pay. Extra tax which you have to pay. So this is about surcharge. Then there is one more thing which you have to pay, that is called as health and education cess. There is one more thing which you have to pay, which is called as what, sir? Health and education cess. Sir, what is this health and education cess? See, normally whatever tax you are paying, whatever surcharge you are paying, whatever tax you are paying, whatever tax means the normal tax which I am talking about. I am talking about the normal tax, and whatever surcharge you pay, government can use it for any purpose. Government can use it for whatever purpose they need, meaning they can use this money for defense purpose, they can use this money for infrastructure purpose, etc. But you pay something called as cess. This cess is collected for a particular reason, and whatever amount is collected as cess from you, that will be used for only that reason. It will be used for only that particular purpose. This is the difference between tax and cess. So tax can be used for any purpose, but cess will be used only for the purpose for which they are collecting it. Right now here, what is the cess called as? It is called as health and education cess. So whatever health and education cess government is going to collect from you, for what purpose are they going to use it? They are going to use it for health sector, they are going to use it for education purpose, they are going to use it for health sector, and they are going to use it for education purpose. Sir, how much is this health and education cess, sir? How much is this health and education cess? This health and education cess which is there, no, which you have to pay, this is equal to 4% on tax. How much health and education cess I have to pay? You will have to pay 4% of the tax amount. Sir, 4% of tax means what, sir? 4% of tax, that is nothing but tax amount including surcharge. So whatever tax amount you are getting, on the tax you will have to pay 4%. If you have to pay tax and surcharge, then whatever tax and surcharge, tax amount including surcharge amount, on that you will have to pay cess of 4%. Now please note, this cess is mandatory, this cess is compulsory, this is something which you have to pay mandatorily. You have to pay whenever there is a tax which is levied, mandatory if tax is payable. So this cess is something which is mandatory, which is compulsory. If there is any tax which is payable, then you have to pay cess also on that. If there is a tax which is payable, then you have to pay cess also on that. How much is the cess, sir? Cess is 4%, and cess is levied on tax amount. And what is this tax amount, sir? This tax amount is tax amount including the surcharge amount. Now I hope you have understood this cess rate also. Let me just highlight this point also. Cess is 4% of tax amount. Tax amount means tax amount including the surcharge amount. Tax amount here means tax including surcharge. So therefore, I said that there is some gap which I am leaving over here. Sir, why did you leave gap over here? Sir, why did you leave the gap over here? Now the gap is left for a reason. The gap was left for a reason. Now whatever computation we have done over here, no, that is not complete. Whatever computation we have done over here, it is not complete. Why, sir, it is not complete? Because we have just computed the tax amount. You are required to compute the tax payable or net tax liability. The tax payable or net tax liability, also called as net tax liability. Now when I say tax payable by Mr. Dilip or net tax liability of Mr. Dilip, it will include everything. It will include surcharge if it is applicable. It will include health and education cess also. So to this tax I should add something called as what, sir? Health and education cess. How much is the health and education cess which I have to pay? I have to pay 4%. 4% on what amount? On 2,62,500. 4% of this tax amount. 4% of what, sir? 4% of this tax amount. So how much does it come to, sir? 2,62,500 into 4%. It comes to 10,500. How much does it come to, sir? It comes to. So now what is my net tax liability? My net tax liability. Now if I ask you what is my net tax liability, what is your answer? Sir, my net tax liability over here is plus 262,500. It is 2,73,000. It is how much, sir? 2,73,000. What is this? My net tax liability. This is the net amount of tax which I have to pay. How much? 2,73,000. Similarly, is this answer complete, sir? No. If you write this much, will your answer be correct? No. You will have to add cess also. So add what, sir? Health and education cess. How much is this health and education cess which you have to pay? That is 4%, sir. 4% of what, sir? 4%. I have to pay health and education cess of 4%. 4% on 2,60,000. So how much does it come to? It comes to 2,60,000 into 4%. 10,400 rupees. So now tell me, what is my net tax liability? Sir, your net tax liability over here is 2,70,400 rupees. It is how much? 2,70,400 rupees. Similarly, last case, I have to add something called as health and education cess. How much health and education cess, sir? 2,50,000 into 4%. How much does it comes to? It will come to 10,000 rupees. So what is my net tax liability over here? 2,60,000 rupees. It is my net tax liability. How much is it, sir? 2,60,000 rupees. What is this 2,60,000? This is my net tax liability. Similarly, will I have to add cess for non-resident? Yes, cess is compulsory. Cess is compulsory. Whether, see, not only for them, not only for individual HUF, AOP, BOI, but any other type of person also. If you are finding tax for a partnership firm, if you are finding tax for a company, if you are finding tax for cooperative societies, local authorities, etc., for everyone you will have to add something called as cess. Cess is mandatory. You will have to add something called as cess. So now here also I will add health and education cess. How much is it? 4%. 6,52,500 into 4%. How much does it come to? 652,500 into 4%. 26,100 rupees. How much does it comes to total when I do? 678,600 rupees. This is the net tax payable or net tax liability of Mr. Obama. This is the net tax liability of Mr. what, sir? Obama. So we have now learnt about the tax rates which are applicable to individual. We HUF, AOP, BOI. We have computed few tax rates. We have understood about the surcharge. When is surcharge applicable? Surcharge is applicable when your total income crosses a specified limit. So if your total income is more than 50 lakhs to up to 1 crore, 10% surcharge. Surcharge is on the tax amount. If it is 1 crore to 2 crores, it is 15%. 2 crores to 5 crores, 25%, and more than 5 crores, 37%. Then we have also learnt about health and education cess. When is this health and education cess levied? It is always levied. It is mandatory. It is always required to be levied. So now let us do one thing. Let us compute tax of a person if his income is more than, meaning wherever the surcharge is applicable. Then how will I do this computation? Now let us take an example. Say Mr. This is example number 3, I think, correct? 3. Example number 3, question number 3. Mr. Pushpa, aged 40 years, has a total income of rupees 83 lakh. He has a total income of rupees, say, 83 lakh 50,000. He has a total income of how much, sir? 83 lakh 50,000. Now you are required to compute his tax liability. Now you are required to compute Pushpa's tax liability. Sir, you want me to compute? Yes, I want you to compute the tax liability of Mr. Pushpa. Come on. Sir, what is his total income? 83 lakh rupees. Okay, sir. Sir, see, sir, total income, then tax rate, tax amount. Sir, see, sir, if his total income is up to 2.5 lakhs, he does not have to pay any taxes. Okay. Sir, if his total income is 5 lakhs to 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, he has to pay 5%. Since we have already done the computation, I know the amount, it is 12,500. Total income 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, it is 20%. Sir, for 20% it is 1 lakh rupees. It is how much? 1 lakh rupees. And for more than 10 lakh rupees, it is 30%. More than 10 lakhs means how much? Sir, more than 10 lakhs means from 10 lakhs to 83 lakhs, 83 lakh 50,000. So it is 73 lakh 50,000. On 73 lakh 50,000, it is 30%. How much does it come to? It comes to, sir, 73 lakh 50,000 into 30%. 22 lakhs 5,000. It comes to how much? 22 lakhs 5,000. So what is the total tax now? Plus 1 lakh plus 12,500. It comes to 23 lakhs 17,500. Now, because his total income is how much? Because his total income is 83 lakh. Because his total income is more than 50 lakhs and it is within 1 crore rupees, he will also have to pay, apart from this tax, he will also have to pay something called as surcharge. So what am I going to do here? I am going to add surcharge. Surcharge rate is what, sir? 10%. Surcharge. So if your total income is more than 10 lakh if your total income is more than 50 lakhs up to 1 crore, you have to pay surcharge of 10%. So how is this surcharge calculated? Whatever tax amount is there, 23 lakhs 17,500. So surcharge is on what, sir? Surcharge is on tax. Surcharge, this surcharge whatever is there, no, it is on what, sir? Surcharge is on tax amount. It is 10% of tax amount. Okay. So whatever tax amount you have got, 23 lakhs 17,500, on that I will have to pay extra tax which is called as surcharge, which is how much? 10%. How much do I have to pay surcharge then? Sir, 10% of this is 2,31,750. 2,31,750. Now what is this total? Plus 2,17,500 plus 231,750. It comes to 25,49,000 250 rupees. It comes to how much? 25,49,250 rupees. On this I should add something called as, this is compulsory, this is mandatory, I should add something called as health and education cess. How much is this health and education cess? Sir, this is 4% of tax including surcharge. So what is the tax amount? 25,49,250 rupees into 4%. How much does it comes to? It comes to into 4%, 1,01,970 rupees. 1,01,970 rupees. So now what is the total, sir? The total comes to my net tax liability. What is my net tax liability? My net tax liability is 26,51,220 rupees. This is my net tax liability, 26,51,220 rupees. 220 rupees. I hope you have understood this computation. Let us do one more problem. Let us do one more question. Let us do one more question. Okay, let us do one more question just like this, so that your concept will be very clear. Question number 4. Question number 4. Mr. Rocky aged 36 years. Mr. Rocky aged 36 years has a total income of rupees. Mr. Rocky, his age is how much, sir? His age is how much? His age is 36 years. He has a total income of 2 crore 35 lakhs 40,000 rupees. It is 2 crores 35 lakhs 40,000 rupees. Now what you are required to do? You are required to compute his tax liability. Please compute his tax liability. So now I am going to compute his tax liability over here, sir. Sir, his total income, tax rate, tax amount. If his total income is up to 2,50,000, no tax. From 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, how much he has to pay? 5%. How much is it? It is 12,500. From 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, how much he has to pay? He has to pay 20%, which comes to 1 lakh rupees. And more than 10 lakhs, he has to pay 30%. How much is it? Sir, more than 10 lakhs, that means from 10 lakhs to 2,35,000 for 2 crore 35 lakhs, correct, sir? So it comes to 2 crores 25 lakhs 40,000 rupees into 30%. So how much does it comes to? So 2 crore 25 lakhs 40,000 into 30% comes to 67 lakhs 62,000 rupees. How much does it come to? 67 lakhs 62,000 rupees. It comes to 67 lakhs 62,000 rupees. Now what is the total, sir? The total is 68 lakhs 74,500. 68 lakhs 74,500. Now here what is happening? Mr. Rocky Bhai's income is how much, sir? Rocky Bhai's income is more, total income is more than 2 crores. So if your total income is more than 2 crores, you will have to pay surcharge of 25%. See, if it is more than 5 lakhs up to 1 crore, 10%. 1 crores to 2 crores, 15%. More than 2 crores, up to 5 crores, it is 25%. So here Rocky Bhai has to pay something called as surcharge. So add surcharge. What is the rate of surcharge? The rate of surcharge is 25% surcharge. How much surcharge he will pay? Sir, he will pay surcharge of 68 lakhs 74,500 into 25%. How much does it come to? It comes to 17 lakh 18,625 rupees. It comes to almost 17 lakhs 18,625. So his tax including surcharge will come to 85 lakhs 93,125. It comes to 83 lakh 93,125. Obviously, needless to say, I will have to add, which is a mandatory thing. What is that mandatory thing, sir? I will have to add something called as cess, health and education cess, which is 4%. 85 lakhs 93,125 into 4%. Into 4%. How much does it comes to? It comes to, cess comes to 3,43,725 rupees. So your total tax liability or net tax liability comes to 89 lakhs 36,850 rupees. 89 lakhs 36,850 rupees. So this is the concept of surcharge and cess. I hope you have understood the basic concept of tax rates. What are the different tax rates applicable for your examination, and when is surcharge applicable, and about health and education cess. Now there are few more things. Obviously there are lots of things which we have to study in this particular topic, tax rates. Let us stop this class over here only. Let us meet after. Let us meet in our next class. Please revise this particular concept, whatever we have studied now. Please revise these questions. Please revise this concept, and we will meet in our next class. So before that, if you want some homework, I will give you some homework. If you want some homework, I will give you some homework. So this is the homework question. Homework questions. Okay, these you are required to solve. Question number 1. Homework questions. Question number 1. Say Michael or Elon Musk will take. Elon, age 48 years, is non-resident. He is what, sir? He is a non-resident, has a total income of, he has a total income of, say 45 lakhs. Compute his tax liability. Question number 2. Amitabh, aged 83 years, resident Indian, has a total income of 5 crores 84 lakhs. Compute his tax. Question number 3. Names only I am not able to identify. Miss Nora, aged 30 years, has a total income of 1 crore 63 lakh. Compute her tax liability. Okay, this is sufficient. These are homework questions. So you can solve this, and obviously in our next class maybe I'll write the answer, or you can solve it personally. So this is all for now. Let us meet in our next class. Hello friends, I hope you are all doing good. Welcome back. So in our previous class we had discussed about tax rates. So let us quickly revise what we had discussed in our previous class, and then let us continue our discussion on this tax rates topic. So in our previous class we had discussed about the tax rates which is applicable for the students who are writing their examination in May or June 23 and November or December 23 examinations. So the tax rates are basically of two types. One is called as general tax rates, one is called as special tax rates. General tax rates are normally given where, sir, it is given in the Finance Act. So every year when budget is conducted, people are interested in knowing whether there is any change in tax rates or not. So the tax rates which they want to see, that will be given in the Finance Act, that is budget. For your examination, the Finance Act 2022 is applicable. The budget is which was conducted on 1st February 2022, that is last year, is applicable to you. Then sir, what is the difference between general tax rates and special tax rates? Sir, special tax rates are given in the income tax law itself. They are applicable for few incomes. Which are those incomes? Long-term capital gain, short-term capital gain, casual incomes, and undisclosed income. Long-term capital gain are taxable under two different heads, 112 and 112A. So if it is a long-term capital gain under referred to in section 112, then the rate, the tax rate is 20%. For long-term capital gain referred to in section 112A, it is 10% in excess of 1 lakh rupees. Short-term capital gain under section 111 slab rates and 111A, it is 15%. Apart from that, we had seen about the casual income. Casual incomes are taxable at flat 30%, and undisclosed sources of income are taxable at what rate, sir? It is taxable at 60%. Then we had seen what, sir? We had seen what are the slab rates applicable for this attempt. The slab rates, the tax rate which is applicable for an individual HUF, AOP, BOI, artificial judicial person. Now if you are an individual, whether a resident individual whose age is less than 60 years or you are a non-resident, irrespective of your age, the tax rate applicable to you is up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax, 2.5 to 5%, 5 to 10, 20%, more than 10, 30%. So this is the tax rate which is applicable to you. This is the tax rate which is applicable to you. And if you are a senior citizen means a resident individual whose age is 60 years or more, for you the tax rate which is applicable is up to 3 lakh rupees, no tax, 3 lakh to 5 lakhs, 5%, 5 to 10, 20%, and more than 10, 30%. And if you are a super senior citizen, sir, what do you mean by the super senior citizen? Super senior citizen means a resident individual whose age is 60 years or more. If you are a super senior citizen, the tax rate which is applicable to you is what, sir? Up to 5 lakhs there is no tax, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs 20%, and more than 10 lakhs 30%. This is the tax rates applicable to you. Now apart from paying this normal tax, you also have to pay something called as surcharge. What is this surcharge? Basically, surcharge is tax on tax. Surcharge is what, sir? Surcharge is tax on tax. So on the tax amount you have to pay some extra tax which is called as surcharge. When is this surcharge applicable? Surcharge is applicable when your total income crosses a specific limit. So if your total income is more than 50 lakh rupees, then surcharge will be applicable. So if your total income is more than 50 lakhs, up to 1 crore rupees, surcharge is 10%, 1 crore to 2 crores it is 15%, 2 crores to 5 crores it is 25%, and more than 5 crores it is 37%. Then we had understood about what, sir? Health and education cess. Health and education cess is what, sir? It is an cess. It is an amount which is collected for a specific purpose. So this amount is collected for health and education sector purpose. Now this is an amount which you are mandatory, compulsory required to pay. If there is a tax liability, if you have to pay some taxes, then on the taxes you will have to pay this cess. So see, surcharge may or may not come, but cess is something which you compulsory have to pay. So 4% of tax amount. Tax amount means what's the tax amount including the surcharge amount. So we had solved some beautiful problems, and we had also solved some problems with regard to surcharge. Now today I am going to teach you a very beautiful concept. Now before teaching this concept to you, okay, please understand what I am writing here. Okay, before learning this concept, you should understand why you are learning this concept. Now say for example Mr. Dilip has a total income of rupees 50 lakh 10,000. Mr. Dilip has what, sir? Mr. Dilip has a total income of how much? Mr. Dilip has a total income of 50 lakhs 10,000. Mr. Dilip has total income of how much? Mr. Dilip has a total income of 50 lakh 10,000. Mr. Dilip has a total income of 50 lakh 10,000. Now what will happen, sir? Now what will happen? What is the tax, what is the amount of tax which Mr. Dilip has to pay? So if Mr. Dilip has a total income, assuming his age is less than 60 years, so my age is 30 years, okay, my age is 30 years. So if Dilip has a total income of 50 lakh 10,000, what is his tax liability? So let me just quickly do it. Total income and tax amount. Up to 2.5 lakhs, it is no tax. I don't have to pay any taxes. From 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, I have to pay 5%, 12,500. 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, I have to pay 20%, which is 1 lakh rupees. And more than 10 lakhs, how much I have to pay? If it is more than 10 lakhs, I have to pay 30%. So more than 10 lakhs, it is how much, sir? 40 lakh 10,000 into 30%. How much does it comes to? It comes to roughly around 12 lakh 3,000. 12 lakh 3,000. So it comes to how much? 13 lakh 15,500. Now obviously, because my total income is more than how much? Because my total income is more than 50 lakh rupees, I have to pay something called as surcharge. How much is the surcharge applicable? The surcharge which I have to pay is 10%. Correct? The surcharge which I have to pay is 10%. So it is 1,31,550 rupees. So what is the amount of tax which I have to pay including surcharge? It is 14 lakh 47,050 rupees. Correct? What is the tax which I have to pay on 50 lakh 10,000 rupees? It is 14 lakh 47,050 rupees. 47,050 rupees. Now let us compute my tax liability if my income is 50 lakh rupees. Now say for example, Mr. Dilip, age 30 years, has a total income of how much? Let me do it in pink color. Mr. Dilip age is how much, sir? Mr. Dilip age is 30 years, has a total income of rupees 50 lakhs, exactly 50 lakh rupees. Now if my total income is exactly 50 lakh rupees, how much tax will I have to pay? Now sir, your total income, your tax amount. So my total income is up to rupees 2.5 lakhs. I don't have to pay any taxes. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, I will have to pay 12,500 rupees. From 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, I will have to pay how much? I will have to pay 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, I will have to pay 20%, which is 1 lakh rupees. And from more than 10 lakhs, how much is it? It is, sir, 40 lakh rupees. I will have to pay 30%. 4 3s are 12 lakh rupees is what I have to pay. So my total tax liability, if my total income is 50 lakh rupees, it comes to how much, sir? 13 lakhs 12,500. Now tell me, will I have to pay something called as surcharge? Is surcharge applicable to me? Sir, surcharge is applicable when your total income is more than 50 lakh. So if it is exactly 50 lakh, is it applicable? Answer is no, sir, it is not applicable. So I don't have to pay any surcharge. I don't have to pay any surcharge. So what is my tax liability then? 13 lakh 12,500 rupees. Now please understand, now please carefully understand what I am going to teach you now. Very important concept we are going to learn over here. Very important concept I am going to learn over here. See, when my total income was how much? When my total income was 50 lakh 10,000 rupees, when my total income was 50 lakh 10,000 rupees, I had to pay a tax of 14 lakhs 47,050 rupees. 14 lakhs 47,050 rupees. Correct? When my total income was 50 lakh rupees, I had to, when my total income is this much. See, very important concept we are going to learn. Please concentrate carefully, because if you miss out even a single point, no, you will not understand the concept. So if my total income is how much? If my total income is 50 lakhs 10,000, I have to pay a tax of I have to pay a tax of 14,47,050 rupees. And if my total income is exactly 50 lakh rupees, if my total income is exactly 50 lakh rupees, I have to pay a tax of how much? I have to pay a tax of 13 lakh 12,500 rupees. I have to pay a tax of how much, sir? I have to pay a tax of 13 lakh 12,500. When my total income was 50 lakh 10,000 rupees, I had to pay 14 lakh 47,000. And when my total income is exactly 50 lakh rupees, I have to pay a tax of how much? 13 lakh 12,000. Now if you are able to understand over here what is happening, my income has increased by how much? My income has increased by rupees 10,000. How much increase in my income has happened? My income has increased by only rupees 10,000. But if you see my income was, say if my income is 50 lakh rupees, this is the if my income is 50 lakh rupees, if my income is 50 lakh rupees, this is the amount of tax. And my income is 50 lakh, if my income is 50 lakh 10,000 rupees, this is the amount of tax. Now what has happened? My income has increased by 10,000 rupees. My income has increased by how much? 10,000 rupees. My income has increased by 10,000 rupees. If you see the tax, no, the tax on that has increased by how much? The tax on that has been increased by 14,47,050 minus 13,12,500. It has been increased by 1,34,550 rupees. The tax amount has been increased by how much? 1,34,550 rupees. Please understand this carefully. Very important and very beautiful concept we are going to understand over here. There is an increase in income. There is an increase in income by 10,000 rupees. There is an increase in income by 10,000 rupees, but you see my tax, no, if you see my tax, there is an increase in tax by 1,34,000 rupees. I have, the income has been increased only by 10,000 rupees, but you see my tax has been increased by 1,34,550 rupees. Now just because I have earned extra 10,000 rupees, I have to pay totally 1,34,000 rupees as tax. Just because I have earned extra 10,000 rupees, I have earned only extra 10,000 rupees. I have earned extra 10,000 rupees, but the tax which government is taking from me is so much. I hope you are understanding this. What is happening over here? There is small increase in my income, but there is a huge increase in my tax. There is a small increase in my income, but there is a huge increase in my tax. Don't you think there is a cheating which is happening? See, don't you think there is a problem which is happening over here? I have earned only 10,000 rupees extra, sir. Sir, I have earned only 10,000 rupees extra, sir. But on the 10,000, you are collecting tax of how much? 1,34,550 rupees, which is roughly, if you see the tax rate, no, which is roughly on this 10,000, the tax rate comes to how much? The tax rate comes to 1,34,5.5%. The tax rate, say if I calculate the tax rate, it comes to how much? 1,345% tax you are paying. What nonsense! What nonsense is this? 1,345% tax rate. What nonsense is this? What nonsense is this? See, obviously anyone will get frustrated with this. Anyone will feel bad about this. What feel bad, sir? See, just because a person is earning extra 10,000 rupees, government is collecting 1,34,000 extra. It is better obviously I will tell government what, sir, it is better I don't earn this 10,000 rupees only, sir. I am a fool that I earned this 10,000. I earned this 10,000 rupees, and then on that you are taking a tax of 1,34,000. I am a fool, sir. I am a mad person. Because I am a mad person, I earned extra 10,000 rupees. I am a fool, sir. I am a fool. I earned 10,000 rupees extra, on which you are taking a total of 1,34,550 rupees. Sir, I'll do one thing, sir. You do one thing, sir. You keep this 10,000. I don't want this 10,000, sir. I don't want this money only. Sir, see, sir, I earned this extra 10,000 rupees. No, you're taking so much of tax from me. So better, sir, I request you. I don't want this extra money, sir. You keep this extra money. You please keep this money, sir. I don't want this amount. I don't want this amount. A frustrated man. Frustrated man. What is he telling, sir? Sir, just because one extra 10,000 rupees I have earned, you are taking so much amount of tax from me. Sir, what kind of justice is this, sir? What kind of justice is this, sir? Sir, if you are, see, I understand that, yeah, we have to pay tax, but so much tax, only for this extra income I have to pay 1,34,000 as tax. This is not good, no, sir. This is not good, no, sir. So what lawmakers told is, see, now if you understand this, why is this happening? Why am I liable to pay extra tax? If you are carefully able to see this, my extra tax liability came because of this surcharge. Correct? My extra tax liability came because of what? My extra tax liability came because of this surcharge. If the surcharge would have not been applicable, obviously, like in this case when surcharge was not applicable, you see what is the tax amount which I have to pay? I don't have to pay surcharge. There I am paying a surcharge of 131. Here I am not paying surcharge at all. Therefore, actually speaking, this increase in tax, so much increase in tax is because of what reason? This so much increase in tax is because of this surcharge. So what government says is, see, Dilip, you are feeling, you have a problem, no? You have a problem, no? You are feeling very bad, no? You want justice, no? You said that just because you have earned income of 10,000 rupees extra, you have to pay 1,34,000 extra tax, no? Yes. Government, I am feeling very bad about it. I want justice on this. Okay, Dilip, what did you tell me? You told me, no, that you give me that extra income. You will give me that extra income. Do that. What lawmakers are telling, we are going to give you a benefit. We are going to give you a relief. What lawmakers are telling is, see, your increase in income is 10,000 rupees, but increase in tax is 1,34,000 rupees. Check the difference between them. What is the difference between them? Sir, the difference between increase in income and increase in tax, the difference is how much? The difference is rupees 1,24,550 rupees. 1,24,550 rupees. This 1,24,550 rupees which is there, no, this will be given to you as marginal relief. We will give you something called as marginal relief. You don't have to pay this extra amount to me. So whatever extra amount is there, whatever difference is there, no, difference between the extra tax, which extra income and extra tax, here what is happening? My tax amount which is there, no, my extra tax is more than my extra income. My extra tax is more than my extra income. See, this is my extra tax and this is my extra income. My extra tax is more than my extra tax. My increase in tax is more than increase in income. So what government says, the difference between this will be given to you as marginal relief. We will give you something called as marginal relief. Sir, what is this marginal relief, sir? Marginal relief is nothing but the difference between the increase in income and the increase in tax. If the increase in tax amount is more than increase in income, please note, when do you get this marginal relief? If your increase in, when do I get this marginal relief, sir? If your increase in tax is more than increase in income, if your increase in tax is more than increase in income, then you will get something called as marginal relief. What is this marginal relief? Marginal relief is the difference between increase in tax and increase in income. What is this marginal relief, sir? Increase in tax and increase in income. Increase in tax and increase in income. Now in the present case, let me solve this question and then let me re-explain you the entire question again. Okay, so in the present case, what lawmaker says is, I am going to give you something called as marginal relief. So from this, whatever tax you have got, subtract marginal relief. How much is our marginal relief as per our calculation? It is 124,550 rupees. So subtract this marginal relief. Now whatever amount is coming, no, 13,22,500 rupees to that add health and education cess. How much is this health and education cess? 4%. How much does it come to? 52,900 rupees. How much does it come to? 52,900 rupees. Therefore, my net tax liability is how much, sir? My net tax liability is 13,75,400 rupees. 13,75,400 rupees. Now please understand what is government doing over here. See, if your income was 50 lakh rupees, how much amount of tax you were liable to pay before cess? Before cess, what is the tax liability? It is 1,35,000. How much is the tax which you had to pay, sir? It is 13,12,500. Now what government is telling? Government is giving you margin relief. What is the amount coming after margin relief? After margin relief, you see, it is after margin relief. What is the amount? It is 13,22,550 rupees, which is nothing but your tax if surcharge was not there, plus your tax if surcharge was not there, your tax amount if surcharge was not there, plus extra income. So what is that extra income I am earning? Extra income is 10,000 rupees. So if I do this, I will get a total of 13,22,500, which comes to this amount. So what indirectly what government is doing? Indirectly government is taking that extra money from you. Government is taking that full extra money from you, and they say that full extra money will be treated as that full extra money which you have heard. I am going to call that amount only as tax. Whatever difference is there, that will be given to you as marginal relief. Anyways, this, if you have whatever I have told here, no, if you have not understood, no issues. This is only to cross verify whether my marginal relief amount has come properly or not. How to cross verify, sir? Now whatever amount you are getting, no, whatever amount you are getting, as if there was no marginal relief, etc. From that amount, subtract marginal relief amount, you will get some amount over here on which you are going to add cess, correct? So this amount which is there, this amount which is there over here, this amount which is there over here, to cross verify that this is used. Okay, this is not something which is important, meaning whatever explanation I have given in written here in green color, no, 10,000 rupees extra income, etc., that is not required. It is only for understanding the concept properly. Now please note, when will this marginal relief concept come, sir? In examination, they are never going to tell you whether margin, they are never going to tell you to compute margin relief. Maybe there may be some questions wherein specifically they ask you about margin relief, but from seeing question, no, you will not identify whether I am required to subtract this margin relief or not. Then, sir, how will I do this? How will I come to know whether margin relief is required to be given or not, or whether I should do the calculation of margin relief or not? Now in examination, they will give you only this question. In examination, they will give you which question, sir? They will give you only this question. Mr. Dilip has a total income of 50,10,000 rupees. Compute his tax liability. Now, the answer for this question is what, sir? The answer for this question is 13,75,400 rupees. Now, the question will nowhere tell. Okay, see, there may be chances that they give you a question only on marginal relief. They will give a question, Mr. Dilip has a total income of 50,10,000, compute the marginal relief. There may be one type of question which they can ask you is this, or they will just give you that Mr. Dilip has a total income of 50,10,000 rupees, compute his tax liability. In such cases, what you are required to do? You are required to do the computation. You are required to do the computation. You are required to do the computation of tax amount, add surcharge to it, and then whatever amount is coming, no, stop over there. Then what you are required to do? See, now my income is slightly above the surcharge limit. My income is slightly above, little bit above the surcharge limit. So the surcharge limit is 50 lakh rupees, correct? The first limit of surcharge is 50 lakh rupees. My income is slightly above 50 lakh rupees, that is, which is 10,000 more than 50 lakh rupees. Now, if my income, I will have to do a working note. I will have to do what, sir? Working note. What is that working note? I will have to compute the margin relief. For computation of margin relief, what do I have to do? If my income was 50 lakh rupees, what is the tax? If my income was 50 lakh rupees, what is the tax? Compute that. Now compare these both. Compare which both? Compare these both. what is the increase in income? Check that increase in income is 10,000 rupees, and check what is the increase in tax. The increase in tax is 1,34,550 rupees. So the tax amount is, the increase in tax is more than increase in income. The difference between them will be called as marginal relief, which is nothing but 1,24,550 rupees, which is nothing but what, sir? 1,24,550 rupees. Sir, will this marginal relief come every time, sir? No. Marginal relief will come only when your total income is slightly above the surcharge limit, slightly above, little bit above the surcharge limit. Sir, what do you mean by this? Say for example, your total income, let us do one more example. Say for example, Mr. Dilip has a total income of 55 lakh rupees. Now the question is whether marginal relief is going to come or not. Whether the marginal relief is going to come or not. Now by seeing this question only, I will tell you that marginal relief will not come. Why, sir? Because if your income is slightly above the surcharge limit, maybe 1 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees, up to 2 lakh, if you see, then it is slightly above. If it comes more than 2 lakhs, etc., then the concept of marginal relief will not come. Here if you see, if my total income is 55 lakh rupees, what is my tax liability? Sir, total income, tax amount. Very quickly I'll do, sir, up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, 5%. 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 20%, and more than 10 lakhs, it is 45 lakhs into 30%. How much is it? 13 lakh 50,000 rupees. So now the total comes to 14 lakh 60,500. Add surcharge, how much? 10%. How much is it? 14 lakh 62,000, 1,46,250 rupees. The total comes to 16 lakh 8,750 rupees. 16 lakh 8,750 rupees. Now this, with whom should I compare? I should compare with 50 lakh rupees. If my total income was how much? 50 lakh rupees, because up to 50 lakh there is no surcharge. So if my total income was 50 lakh rupees, what is the tax amount? We have already done the computation over here. So I am not doing the computation again. We have already done the computation over here. 13 lakh 12,500. So the tax comes to 13 lakh 12,500 rupees. Now, what is the increase in income from 50 lakhs to 5 lakhs? What is the increase in income? The increase in income is, the income has been increased by how much? 5 lakh rupees. And what is the increase in tax? The increase in tax is how much? The increase in tax is 16 lakh 8,750 rupees minus 13 lakh 12,500. The increase in tax is by 2,96,250 rupees. Now I said marginal relief will come when, sir? Marginal relief is going to come when the increase in tax is more than increase in income. Correct? When is this marginal relief concept going to come? The marginal relief concept is going to come when your increase in tax amount is more than increase in income. Then marginal relief will come. Now here tell me, is the increase in tax amount, which is 2,96,250 rupees, more than increase in income? No, sir, it is not more than increase in income. No, sir, here it is not more than income. Therefore the concept of marginal relief will not come. Therefore the concept of marginal relief is not going to come over here. Here you can do one thing, add directly health and education cess. Add health and education cess directly, which comes to 4% of this is this much. So net tax liability is how much, sir? Net tax liability is 16,73,100 rupees. 16,73,100 rupees. So I'll repeat once again. I'll repeat the concept of marginal relief, then we'll solve one more problem. By this concept will be very clear to you all. So what is the concept name? The concept name is very important concept. Concept name is marginal relief. Marginal relief. A very beautiful concept. Now let me tell you 2-3 points. When is this marginal relief going to come, sir? The concept of marginal relief is going to come only when your income is slightly above, when your total income is slightly above the surcharge limit. It can be slightly above 50 lakh rupees, slightly above 1 crore rupees, slightly above 2 crore rupees, slightly above 5 crore rupees. So whenever there is a new surcharge rate coming into picture, see your income. Is your income slightly above that particular surcharge limit? Yes sir, my income is slightly above that surcharge limit. So if your income is slightly above that surcharge limit, then the concept of marginal relief will come. So what is this concept of marginal relief telling you? The concept of marginal relief says check your increase in tax and increase in income. Check your increase in tax and increase in income. If your increase in tax is more than increase in income, then the difference between them, if your increase in tax is more than increase in income, the difference between them will be the marginal relief which will be given to you. It will be the marginal relief which will be given to you. In the present case, the question says that my income is 50 lakh 10,000 rupees. So if my income is 50 lakh 10,000 rupees, what is my tax liability? Before cess, what is my tax liability? It comes to 14,47,000 rupees. Now because my income is slightly above surcharge, I will have to check for marginal relief. I will have to check whether marginal relief is there or not there. To do that, what will I do? See, my income is 50 lakh 10,000 and before this, what is the limit for surcharge? 50 lakh rupees, correct? So 50 lakh, I will compare here with whom I am going to compare with 50 lakhs. So if my income was 50 lakh rupees, what was the tax? If my income is 50 lakh rupees, the tax comes to 13,12,500 rupees. Now what is the difference in tax? Difference in income, increase in income comes to 10,000 rupees. And what is the increase in tax amount, sir? Increase in tax amount comes to 1,34,550 rupees. The difference between them is the marginal relief which will be given to you. The difference between them will be the marginal relief. So reduce the marginal relief, you will get some amount, add cess, you will get the net tax liability. You will get what, sir? Net tax liability. Let us solve one more problem so that your concept will be very clear. Now please note one more thing I'll tell you. Any person has any doubt, no? If you have any doubt, you can WhatsApp me on 9620022004. So this is my number. See, don't call me, you can send me. I don't pick calls on these numbers because it is shared to so many students, so I don't pick calls. But you can send me your you can send me your question, you can send me your doubt, or you can send me the photo of the question, etc. You can send me the voice note, etc. You can send me the doubt, I will answer. So you can either send me on WhatsApp or you can send me on Telegram. So anything is acceptable. So you can either send me on WhatsApp or Telegram. This I will answer your doubt. So any doubt if you have, you can ask me, I will answer it over here. 9620022004 is my number. Now let us see question number 2, example number 2, so that our concept becomes very clear. Example number 2. Say for example, my total income, Dilip, age 30 years, has a total income of how much? 1 crore 2 lakh. Has a total income of how much? 1 crore 2 lakh. Now you are required to compute the tax liability. Compute tax liability of Mr. Dilip. Compute what, sir? Compute the tax liability of Mr. Dilip. Answer. What is the tax liability of Mr. Dilip? The tax liability, sir, if his total income and tax amount. Sir, if your total income is if your total income is up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, it is 5%. 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, it is 20%, and more than 10 lakhs, it is 30%. So more than 10 lakhs, how much is the amount? It is 92 lakhs into 92. How sir? 92. 1 crore 2 lakhs minus 10 lakhs, it is 92 lakhs into 30%, into 30%. So how much does it comes to? It comes to, sir, it comes to 92 lakhs. If I do, it comes to 27 lakhs 60,000. It comes to how much? 27 lakhs 60,000. So what is this total coming to? It comes to 28 lakhs 72,500. Now obviously, because my total income is more than 1 crore, I will have to pay surcharge. What is, if my total income is up to 1 crore, it is 10%. More than 1 crore, up to 2 crores, it is 15%. So I will have to add surcharge. How much surcharge I have to pay? I have to pay a surcharge of 15%. So 15% of 28 lakh 72,500 is how much? 15% of this is 4 lakh 30,875 rupees. 4 lakh 30,875 rupees. Now 4 lakh 30,875 rupees. Now what is the amount including surcharge? It is 33 lakh 3,375. 33 lakh 3,375 rupees is the amount including surcharge. Now we should check whether margin relief is going to come or not. We are going to check whether margin relief is going to come or not. Sir, how are you going to check that? How are you going to check that? Now please note, the question is nowhere telling, the question is nowhere asking you to find the margin relief, but we will have to do it. We will have to do it. We will have to find it. Why, sir? Because my income is slightly more than surcharge limit. See, the new surcharge limit of 15 lakhs has come, correct? New surcharge limit of 15% has come. So if my income was up to 1 crore, I had to pay only 10% surcharge. Now I am paying extra 5% surcharge. Because I am paying extra surcharge, obviously my income also would have been increased. Because I am paying an extra surcharge, my tax amount also would have been increased. Now I should see whether my increase in income is more than increase in tax or not, correct? If there is a difference, then obviously the difference. So if the tax amount is more than the income amount, then the difference will be what, sir? The difference will be margin relief. So I am going to do a working note. Working note number 1, computation of marginal relief. So here what is the step number 1? Step number 1 is tax on total income of 1 crore. Sir, here why are you comparing with 1 crore, sir? Should you not compare with 50 lakhs? No. Now here, see, last time we compared 50 lakhs because my income was slightly more than 50 lakhs. So if it is less than 50 lakhs, no surcharge at all. More than 50 lakhs, 10%. Now here if you see, I am falling under higher tax surcharge bracket. So if your income is up to 1 crore, it is 10%. But because it is slightly more than 1 crore, I am applying a surcharge rate of 15%. Therefore, I will have to calculate what is the tax if my income was 1 crore rupees. Now, what is the tax liability if your income is 1 crore rupees? Sir, in such cases, total income, tax amount. Sir, see, sir, up to 2.5 lakhs, no tax. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, 12,500, 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs, 1 lakh rupee, and more than 10 lakhs, which is up to 1 crore, 90 lakhs into 30%. How much does it comes to? Sir, it comes to, needless to say, 27 lakh rupees. So what is the total? It comes to, sir, 28 lakh 12,500. To this, what will I have to do? I will have to add surcharge. How much surcharge I have to add? 10%. Sir, why, sir, you are adding surcharge? If my income was 1 crore rupees, I had to pay surcharge. No, 10% surcharge I have to pay. From 50 lakhs to 1 crore, it is 10%. The surcharge is 10%. So I had to pay surcharge of 10%. So if my income is 1 crore, I have to pay surcharge of 10%. So how much does the amount comes to? See, if my income is 1 crore rupees, I have to pay 10% surcharge. If it is more than 1 crore, I had to pay 15%. But if it is less than 1 crore, how much? 10%. So I am paying this particular amount. So if I do the total, how much does the total come to? 30 lakhs 93,750 rupees. 30 lakhs 93,750 rupees. Now what you are going to do? Step number 2. What is step number 2? Step number 2 is computation of marginal relief. Calculation of marginal relief. Sir, how am I going to calculate this marginal relief? Marginal relief is very simple. Check what is the increase in income. Sir, the income has increased by 2 lakh rupees. Sir, how did you get this? 1 crore and it is 1 crore 2 lakh. So income has been increased by how much? This is 1 crore over here and this is 1 crore 2 lakh. So income has been increased by 2 lakh rupees. And what is the increase in tax? Sir, the increase in tax is sir, the increase in tax. So I should compare what? I should compare this amount with this amount. So the increase in tax comes to, sir, 2,09,625. So the increase in tax comes to how much? It comes to 2,09,625. Now the question is increase in tax more than increase in income? Yes, sir, increase in tax is more than increase in income. So your answer is yes, sir, it is more. Therefore, the difference between them will be called as marginal relief. What is the difference? 9,625 is the difference. 9,625 rupees is the difference. Because 9,625 rupees is the difference, this amount will be given to me as what, sir? This amount is given to me as marginal relief. So this will be given, this benefit will be given to me. How much marginal relief will I get? I will get a marginal relief of 9,625 rupees. So what will I do, sir? Here I am going to subtract less marginal relief. How much is the marginal relief? 9,625. Now what is the amount after reducing this marginal relief? 32,93,750 rupees. Add to it health and education cess. How much? 4%. So what does it comes to? 1,31,750 rupees. So what is my net tax liability? Sir, your net tax liability is how much, sir? Your net tax liability is 34,25,500 rupees. 25,500 rupees. Okay, so this is the marginal relief. I hope this concept is very clear to you all. You guys do one thing. I'll give you an homework. You try this problem. I'll give you an homework. You try this problem. I'll also write the answer. So question number 3. Now Dilip has a total income of 5 crore 1 lakh rupees. Dilip has a total income of 5 crore 1 lakh rupees. What are you supposed to do? Find marginal relief. Find the marginal relief amount. So what are you supposed to do, sir? You are required to find the amount of marginal relief. In this case, what are you supposed to do? You are required to find the amount of marginal relief. You are required to find the amount of marginal relief. Okay, you are required to find the amount of marginal relief. It will come roughly around, I'll write the answer. Marginal relief will come, I think, 18,500. Just a second, I'll just do a quick check on this. So 17 lakh 18,000, it comes to 600. 17 lakh 18,600. $17 lakh 18,600. Similarly, you can also do it for total income. You can also do it for this. Okay, question, this is an homework question. For one I have written the answer, for second thing you only tell me the answer. You only send me the answer on WhatsApp. I'll tell whether it is right or wrong. Okay, so now let us discuss one more small concept, very small concept. Let us discuss one more very small concept, okay, very small concept, which is called as what, sir? Rebate. There is one more small little concept called as rebate under section 87A. There is one more very small concept called as rebate under section 87A. Very nice and very sweet concept, small concept. Rebate under section 87A. Now, sir, what is this rebate under section 87A? Who is going to get this rebate, etc.? Now, what government says is, see, basic exemption limit is 2.5 lakhs, meaning if your income is up to 2.5 lakhs, you don't have to pay any taxes, correct? You don't have to pay any taxes. Now, what government says is, if your income is more than 2.5 lakhs, but up to a limit, which I am going to tell now, up to a limit, then up to that amount, whatever tax is coming, no, we will only pay on your behalf. Government is telling we are only going to pay the tax to you on your behalf. Sir, what is this? Can you please explain again? Yes, I'll explain the concept to you now. Now, rebate under section 87A. Rebate under section what, sir? 87A. What is this concept talking all about? This concept says rebate under section 87A. Now, if you are a resident individual, if you are who, sir? If you are a resident individual, if you are a resident individual, and if your gross total income, if you are a resident individual, and if his total income, not gross total income, if his total income, if you are a resident individual, so this provision is applicable to whom? Only to a resident. This is applicable to whom? Only to a resident. If you are a resident individual, and if his total income does not exceed, if your total income does not exceed rupees 5 lakhs, meaning if your total income is up to rupees 5 lakh, if you are a resident individual and your total income is up to rupees 5 lakh, if your total income does not exceed 5 lakh rupees, then we are going to give you a rebate. We are going to give you a rebate under section 87A. Sir, what is this rebate, sir? What do you mean by this rebate under section 87A? Meaning we are going to give you some benefit of tax. How much rebate am I going to get, sir? You are going to get a rebate of tax amount, whatever tax amount you have to pay, the tax amount, or a statutory limit, or a limit of rupees 12,500, or a limit of rupees 12,500, whichever is less. This is the benefit which we are going to give you. This amount of tax you don't have to pay. Meaning, if you are a person who is a resident individual and your total income is how much? Your total income is up to 5 lakh rupees, then we are going to give you a rebate. The rebate is given under which section, sir? The rebate will be given under section 87A. It will be given under section 87A. How much is the rebate, sir? The rebate is the tax amount or the limit of 12,500, whichever is less. The rebate is how much? Tax amount or limit of 12,500, whichever is less. Sir, what do you mean by this? This is just this very small concept, okay? After writing this concept, if you are writing it in your material, leave 3 lines and write example. Example number 1. Say Mr. Dilip has a total income. Please leave three or four lines and write the questions. Okay, Mr. Dilip has a total income of rupees say 4,50,000. So now tell me, Mr. Dilip, obviously he is a resident individual. Okay, so now tell me, is Dilip a resident individual? Yes sir, he is a resident individual. How much is his total income? His total income is 4,50,000. So is his total income less than 50 lakh rupees? Yes sir, his total income is less than 50 lakh rupees. Now because my total is not 50 lakh, sorry, 5 lakh, because my total income is less than 5 lakh rupees, I am going to get a rebate. I am going to get what, sir? I am going to get a rebate. Now how much is the rebate, sir? I should compute the tax liability. Sir, compute the tax liability. So total income, tax amount. Sir, up to, if my total income is how much? Up to 2.5 lakhs, I don't have to pay any taxes. From 2.5 lakhs to 4.5, 2.5 to 4.5, because my income is up to 4.5 only, so I don't have to go till 5. So from 2.5 to 4.5, how much is it coming to, sir? 2 lakh rupees. My income is 2 lakh rupees and 5% of that comes to 10,000 rupees. The tax amount which I have to pay is 10,000 rupees. So what is my tax liability? 10,000 rupees. Now what lawmaker says is, we are going to give you a rebate. We are going to give you rebate. So here, because my total income is less than 5 lakh rupees, it is not exceeding 5 lakh rupees, I am going to get a rebate. Rebate under section 87A. Sir, how much rebate you are going to get? I am going to get a rebate of tax amount or limit, whichever is less. How much rebate I am going to get? The tax amount or limit, whichever is less. So what is the tax amount? Tax amount is 10,000 rupees. And what is the limit? 12,500 rupees. Whichever is less. Whichever is less means what, sir? 10,000 rupees. Whichever is less means 10,000 rupees. So I am going to get a rebate of 10,000 rupees. And the net tax liability is how much, sir? Net tax liability is 0. So net tax payable by me is how much? It is 0. The net tax liability or net tax payable by me is how much, sir? 0. I don't have to pay any taxes. Sir, is this rebate required to be computed before cess? Yes, this rebate is required to be calculated before cess. I will make you write a format so you'll understand how to do it. This rebate is required to be calculated before cess. Now let us take one more example. Let us take one more example. Say example number 2. Say your total income is say 5,10,000. Now the question is, will I get rebate? Your total income is 5,10,000. You are a resident individual. Will I get a rebate? Sir, if I get rebate only when my total income is less than 5 lakh rupees. So in this case, what will be your tax liability? Sir, in this case, total income, tax amount. In this case, no sir, see sir, I'll tell you what is the tax liability. In this case, up to 2.5 lakhs, you don't have to pay any taxes. This is the basic exemption limit. 2.5 lakhs to 5 lakhs, I have to pay 5%. And from 5 lakhs to 5.1 lakhs, which is 10,000, I have to pay 20%, 2,000 rupees. So what is the total tax I have to pay? 14,500. So tell me, will I get the benefit of rebate? Less rebate under section 87A, it is not applicable. Sir, why sir I am not getting a rebate? Because your total income is more than 5 lakh rupees. So then I will have to add health and education cess. It is 4%. How much does this health and education cess come to? 580 rupees. So what is my net tax liability? 15,080 rupees. Net tax liability is how much? 15,080 rupees. Now let me take one more example. Sir, let me take one more example. Example number, I'll do one thing. Example number Example 1. Example 1, example 2. Now let me take one more example. I'll change the color only, wait. Example number 1, example number 2. Next, example number 3. Example number 3. There is a lady. What is the name of that lady, sir? The name of that lady is Miss Gundi. Miss Gundi. Miss Gundi or Miss Rowdy. Miss Gundi. The name of this lady is what, sir? The name of this lady is Miss Gundi. So there is a lady, Miss Gundi. She is a resident individual. Okay? She is a resident individual. And what does this Gundi do? This Gundi does gambling. This Gundi does betting. This Gundi purchases lottery tickets. Okay, so this Gundi is doing what, sir? She is doing betting. She is doing betting or gambling activity. So now by this betting or gambling activity, she earned a total income of rupees 4 lakh. So from this betting or gambling activity, she earned a total income of what, sir? She earned a total income of rupees 4 lakh. Now we know that this betting gambling activities comes under casual income. It comes under casual income. Casual income. So this is taxable at what rate, sir? This is taxable at flat 30%. Betting, gambling, lottery is what, sir? This is casual income. Correct? This is casual income, and what rate I have to pay tax? I have to pay the taxes at a flat rate of 30%. Now if I compute the tax liability of Miss Gundi, what is the tax liability? Sir, tax liability of Gundi. Tax liability of Gundi. Tax on total income of 4 lakh rupees. So it comes to 4 lakh rupees into what is the percentage? 30%, flat 30%. See, we have seen these tax rates, correct? Special tax rates we had seen somewhere. Special tax rate, casual income falls under special tax rate, and the tax rate is how much? The tax rate is 30%. The tax rate is 30%. So how much is the tax amount coming, sir? The tax amount comes to 4 3s are 12. It comes to 1,20,000 rupees. 1,20,000 rupees. Now my question to you is Gundi's income less than 5 lakhs? Is Gundi's total income less than 5 lakhs? Yes, sir, her total income is less than 5 lakhs. Now because her total income is less than 5 lakhs, she is going to get the benefit of rebate. So less rebate under section 87A. Now how much rebate is she going to get? My question to you is how much rebate she is going to get? Tax amount. How much rebate she is going to get? Sir, she is going to get a rebate of tax amount or limit, whichever is less. Tax amount is 1,20,000, limit is 12,500, whichever is less. How much, sir? 12,500 rupees. So 12,500 rupees is the rebate which Gundi is going to get. So her tax after rebate is how much? Sir, her tax after rebate comes to 1,07,500. And obviously we have to add a mandatory thing called as health and education cess. How much is this health and education cess? 4%. So how much does it comes to? It comes to roughly around 107,500 into 4%, 4,300 rupees. So what is the net tax liability? The net tax liability or net tax payable is 111,800. Net tax liability. So what is the net tax liability? It comes to 111,800. It comes to how much, sir? It comes to 111,800. I hope this concept is very clear to you all. Very small छोटा सा concept, rebate. Now very small and छोटा सा concept called as rebate. Now let me just give you the format of computation of taxes. Where shall I write the format? I'll write it over here. Do I have space over here? No. So I'll give it over here. After surcharge, after health and education, no, I'll just give it this format. First you are required to do what, sir? Compute tax at slab rates. So whatever taxes you are getting from this, less rebate under section 87A. So rebate will be applicable only if your total income is up to rupees 5 lakhs. So after subtracting rebate, add something called as surcharge. So whatever surcharge is coming, add that surcharge. Then to that surcharge you are required to subtract less marginal relief if it is applicable. If applicable, marginal relief. If it is applicable, reduce that marginal relief. So after that you are going to get an amount. To that amount add health and education cess. So once you reduce this health and education cess, you are going to get your net tax liability. This is your tax liability or tax payable. Okay, so this is how you are required to compute. So this is the small format which I wanted to give you. Okay, so let us take a small break and let us continue the class right after a small tea break or coffee break, whatever you want to drink, tea, coffee, breakfast, lunch, snacks, etc. So let us meet after a short break and let us understand the tax rates for others. Now we have understood for individual HUF, AOP, BOI, we have understood the tax rate, surcharge, cess, also understood the concept of margin relief and rebate under section 87A. Then after a break we'll understand what, sir. After the break we are going to learn the tax rates for companies, partnership firms, etc., etc. We'll understand other tax rates. So let us meet right after a short break. Hello friends, welcome back. So welcome back after the break. So before break we had discussed about few concept called as margin relief and also rebate under section 87A. Now we will see the tax rates for companies. The tax rates for, now we had seen the tax rates for individuals, etc. that is completed. Now let us discuss the tax rates for companies, firm, cooperative societies, etc. So next topic for our discussion is what, sir? Tax rates for company. Again, needless to say, whatever we are discussing is for which year? It is for previous year 22, 23 and assessment year 23, 24. It is for previous year 22, 23 and assessment year 23, 24. Now, what is this tax rates for companies, sir? Now, for the income tax law purpose, the companies are divided into two categories. The companies are divided into two categories. One is called as domestic company and another one is called as foreign company. For income tax purpose, the companies are divided into how many categories, sir? Two categories. One is called as domestic company, another one is called as foreign company. Now, the tax rate for domestic company is, the tax rate for domestic company is how much, sir? The tax rate for domestic company is flat 30%. It is how much? Flat 30%, meaning whatever income a domestic company is earning, even if it is earning 1 rupees of income, even how much, sir? Even if it is earning 1 rupees of income, it will have to pay a tax of 30%. So it is a flat tax rate of 30% in case of domestic companies. Similarly, the tax rate for foreign company is 40%. Now, what does this mean, sir? Whether it is a domestic company or a foreign company, irrespective of their income, they will have to pay this amount of taxes. I have earned 10 lakh rupees. I am a domestic company. I have earned 10 lakh rupees, sir. How much tax I should pay? 3 lakh rupees. I have earned 1 crore rupees, sir. How much tax I have to pay? You will have to pay 30 lakh rupees. So it is fixed 30%. And for foreign companies, how much is it, sir? For foreign companies, it is 40%. It is how much, sir? It is 40%. Now, for domestic company, no, lawmakers have given some relief. For domestic company, what they say, so I'll repeat again, what is the tax rate for domestic company? 30%. For foreign companies, 40%. Flat rate 30% and 40%. However, for domestic companies, they have given some relief. What is this relief? They have told, if you are a domestic company and if the turnover of the domestic company, if the turnover, please note, I am not talking about the profit, I am not talking about the total income, I am talking about their turnover. If the turnover of domestic company or the gross receipts of domestic company, I am talking about what, sir? I am talking about turnover and gross receipts of which company? Of domestic company for the previous year. For the previous year 2021, for the previous year 2021, if the turnover of domestic company or gross receipts of domestic company for the previous year 2021 is up to rupees 400 crores, is up to how much, sir? Is up to rupees 400 crores, then the tax rate for that domestic company, the domestic companies whose turnover for which year? The turnover for the previous year 2021 is how much? Is 400 crores. Then the tax rate for this year, previous year 22-23 will be 25%. The tax rate for this year, please note, for which year? The tax rate for previous year 22-23 is how much? The tax rate for 22-23 will be 25%. Sir, just a second. You are talking about the turnover 2 years back. 2 years back turnover is up to 400 crores. Then this year my tax rate for me will be 25%, sir. Yes, I am talking about the turnover of previous year 2021, which is nothing but financial year 2021. If my turnover is less than 400 crores, then this year in financial year or previous year in financial year 22-23, I will have to pay tax of how much? I will have to pay a tax of 25%. This is small relief which is given to domestic companies. This is small relief which is given to whom, sir? It is given to domestic company. Now please note, whether all domestic company will be covered over here? No, only those domestic company which had how much? Only those domestic company which had a turnover of, only those domestic company which has a turnover of less than 400 crores or up to 400 crores, then for this year, current year, they will have to pay tax of how much? They will have to pay tax of 25%. They will have to pay tax of 25%. I hope you are understanding. I should see the turnover of which year? I should see the turnover of previous year 2021. Then the tax rate for previous year 22-23 will be 25%. Now, sir, can you please give an example and explain us what you are actually trying to mean? Say for example, example number 1. Now, a company had started its operation. A company started its operation in the previous year 22-23 only. So there is a company, and when did it start its operation? The company started its operation in this year only. It started its operation in which year, sir? It started its operation in the previous year 22-23. So tell me, what is the tax rate which it has to pay? What is the rate of tax which will be applied for this domestic company? The company was started this year, and it was started this year. What is the tax rate applicable to it? Sir, for that, tax rate will be 30%, sir. Why, sir? Sir, because the company was not in existence at all. The company was not there at all. In which year? Previous year, 2021. 21, the company was not there at all. Therefore, the question of having turnover of that year does not arise at all. So, if the company was not there in previous year 2021, the question of the turnover of previous year 2021 will not be there. The turnover of previous year 2021 will be not applicable. It will not be there at all. Therefore, for this year, what is the tax rate for them? It is 30%. Now, tell me, if a company had started its operation in previous year 21-22, in which year? In the previous year 21-22, in 21-22, then tell me how much would be this company's tax rate for this year. It started 1 year back, it started its turnover, meaning not this previous year, not in the year 22-23, but it started its operation in the year 21-22. So tell me what will be the tax rate for this year. Sir, in this case also the tax rate will be same, sir, 30%. Why 30%? Sir, this proviso which is there, no, this line which is there, no, that note which you have written, no, sir, that says if the company's turnover for the previous year 2021 is up to 400 crores, then this year it will have to pay 25%. Sir, in first two cases which you have given over here, the company was not in existence at all. The company was not there at all in the previous year 2021. Therefore, the question of having a turnover of that year is not applicable. So since there is no turnover of that year, then the tax rate which will be applied will be 30%. Now tell me, what if a company was started in the previous year 2021 and it had a turnover of 550 crores in that year. The company started its operation in the year 2021 and it had a turnover of 550 crores. What is the tax rate for this year? Sir, the tax rate will be 30%. Though the company started its operation in the year 2021, it had a turnover more than 400 crores. Therefore, 30% tax rate will be applicable. Now, there is a company which started its operation in the previous year 2011-12. Okay, and the turnover of that company in the previous year, and what, sir? And the turnover of this company in previous year 2021 is equal to 300 crores. Now tell me what is the tax rate applicable to this company. So the company was started in 11-12, sir. Yes, sir. 11 years back it started its operation. Yes, 11 to 12 years back it started its operation, sir. And in the year 2021 it had a turnover of 300 crores. Yes, it had a turnover of 300 crores. Then, sir, for this company the tax rate will be 25%. The tax rate will be for this year. Please note, whatever I am writing over here are the tax rate for which year, sir? For previous year 22-23. For the previous year 22-23, it will have to pay tax at what rates? At 25%. So it will have to pay tax at 25%. So if the company was started any time before 2021 and in the year 2021 it had a turnover of up to 400 crores, then this year, in the previous year 22-23, the tax which it has to pay is how much, sir? The tax which it has to pay is 25%. It has to pay a tax of how much? 25%. Okay, I hope this is very clear to you all. Okay, one more example I'll give you. Say for example, point number A, the company started its operation. The company was started in previous year 2021. Please note, the company started its operation in previous year 2021 and it had no transactions in this year. It had no transactions at all, meaning it neither purchased any goods nor it sold any goods. It had no transaction at all. Now the question over here is, what is the tax rate applicable for this year? Sir, the company was in existence in the year 2021. Yes, the company was in existence in the year 2021. Sir, it has no transaction. Yes, it had no transaction. Sir, can I say that it had zero turnover? As yes, the answer is the company had zero turnover. Therefore, how much is the tax rate applicable to them? It is 25%. It is how much, sir? It is 25%. If the company started its business in that year or any time before that, and in that particular year, in the year 2021, it had turnover up to 400 crores. If it had no transaction, that means it had no turnover. If it had no turnover, that means it had zero turnover. If it had zero turnover, that means it is less than 400 crores. Therefore, in the year 22-23, this year they will have to pay tax rate of how much? The tax rate applicable to them is 25%. The tax rate applicable to them is 25%. I hope this is very clear to you all. The tax rate applicable for them is 25%. There is no such relief to a foreign company. Foreign company has to pay flat tax rate of 40%. Now, apart from this, the companies, domestic and foreign companies, also have to pay something called as surcharge. The domestic and foreign company also has to pay something called as surcharge. When is surcharge applicable, sir? Surcharge is applicable when the total income of the company, when is it applicable? When the total income of the company is more than 1 crore rupees. If the total income of if the total income of a company is more than 1 crores and up to 10 crores, it will have to pay a surcharge at the rate of 7% on the tax amount if it is a domestic company, and at the rate of 2% on tax amount if it is a foreign company. So if it is a domestic company, what is the surcharge applicable to them? And if it is a foreign company, what is the surcharge applicable to them? If a domestic company's turnover is how much? If a domestic company's turnover is more than total income, not turnover. If a domestic company's total income is more than, if a domestic company's total income is more than 1 crore rupees up to 10 crore rupees, then the surcharge it has to pay is how much? 7%. And if it is a foreign company, it will have to pay a surcharge of 2%. Similarly, sir, what if the total income is more than, sir, what if this company's total income is more than 10 crores? If the total income is more than 10 crores, then the domestic company will have to pay surcharge of 12% on the tax amount, and the foreign company will have to pay a surcharge of 5% on the tax amount. Foreign company has to pay 5%, domestic company has to pay 12%. Sir, why, sir, foreign company surcharge is very less, sir? Why, sir, foreign company surcharge is less? This is because they are already collecting huge amount of taxes. See, surcharge is levied on tax amount. Surcharge is levied on tax amount. When already the tax rate is high, obviously, if I am applying surcharge on this amount, then obviously the surcharge amount will also be high. See, because the tax rate is high for foreign companies, they have reduced this surcharge rates for them. Next, sir, are these companies required to pay health and education cess? Yes, health and education cess is mandatory. As I told you, health and education cess is mandatory irrespective of who you are, irrespective of your total income, etc. If you are liable to pay tax, then with the tax you will also have to pay something called as health and education cess. How much is it, sir? Obviously it is same 4% on the tax amount. Tax over here means tax including surcharge. Tax over here means what, sir? Tax including surcharge. So these are the different, this is about the tax rates for company. This is about tax rate for company. Company previous year 22-23, domestic company 30%, foreign company 40%. If the domestic company's turnover for the previous year 2021 is up to 400 crores, then it will have to pay tax of 25% this year. Now, can I ask you one question? Obviously, you will not be able to answer, but just think, okay? Just think about this. Sir, why did the lawmakers take the turnover of 2021, sir? Why did the lawmakers take the turnover of 2021? Why did the lawmakers tell that if the domestic company's turnover for the previous year 2021 is up to 400 crores, then this year you will have to pay a tax of 25%. Why only 2021, sir? They could have told, no, sir, they could have told, see, we are talking about tax rates of 21, 22, 23, correct? They could have told if an year before this year, that is if 21-22's turnover is up to 400 crores, then this year you will have to pay tax of 25%. They could have straight away told, no, sir, if last year's turnover is up to 400 crores, then this year you will have to pay tax of 25%. Why did they select last year, not last year, last second year? Why did they select last second year, sir? Why did they specifically tell you go 2 years back, the 2 years back turnover you take? If 2 years back turnover is up to 400 crores, this year you will have to pay how much? This year you will have to pay 25%. Now why, sir, why did they go 2 years back? If I can ask you this question, if you can think in your mind, why did they select 2 years back? Why did they tell only the turnover of 2021? Why did they take only the turnover of 2021? What do you think is the reason? What do you think is the reason? Why not 1920? Why not say 21-22? Why only this 2021? Why only this 2021? And let me tell you, it is not because of COVID. Obviously, few people would have thought that, sir, it is because of COVID, sir, that year COVID was there, na? Because COVID was there, people did not have turnover, so they are giving. Obviously, if the COVID is not there, why are they giving relief this year? They should have given relief that year only, no? So it is not because of COVID. It is not because of COVID. And let me tell you one more thing. Every year the lawmakers do this. Every year lawmakers do this. Maybe the limit is increased. First, when it was first started, though, the limit was 250 crores. Then it became 300 crores, 350 crores. Now it is 400 crores. So every year they will have this provision. Every year they have this provision that if your turnover is up to 400 crores, you have to pay a tax of how much? You have to pay a tax of 25%. Every year they have it. And every year they say take 2 years back turnover. Why is that? Why is that? Now the reason is, see, why is this, sir? The reason is, say if they would have told, what is the reason? Say for example, if they would have told, take the turnover of last year, meaning this year, current year, let me call this year as current year, and let me call, say this year means 22-23, let me call this as current year, and last year means 21-22. If they would have told, if the last year's turnover is up to 400 crores, this year you pay me how much? This year you pay me 25%. What would have happened? They could have told like this, no? Now I'll tell you why they did not do this. See, tell me, if I want to find the tax rates, where should I go? If I want to find the tax rate, where should I go? Meaning every year Finance Act, meaning every year on 1st of February budget is presented, correct? On 1st of February budget is presented. For your examination, whatever Finance Act is applicable, that is Finance Act 2022. About this Finance Act, when was the budget presented? So the budget was presented on 1st of February 2022. Therefore, the budget was presented on which date? It was presented on 1st of February 2022. Now, on 1st of February 2022, everyone knows. On 1st of February 2022, everyone knows, meaning in the news, it would have been announced. Everyone will be knowing that this is the change in the law which is going to happen. And please note, whatever changes they are making on this date, on 1st of February 2021, it is applicable from 1st of April 2022, correct? Whatever changes they are making in 1st of February 2022, that is applicable from 1st of April 2022. Now, can I say I have 2 months time for this year, financial year 21-22 to close? Can I say that I have 2 months time, sorry. Can I say that I have 2 months time for this year to close? Which year? Financial year 21-22 to close. So I can make adjustment in my books of accounts. Say for example, there is a person whose sales was 420 crores as on this date. As on the date of budget, his turnover was 450 crores. Okay, his turnover was 450 crores. Now, what will he do to save the taxes next year? To save the taxes next year, what will he do? He will issue credit notes. He will show sales returns and he will reduce the shares to 380 crores. People can do that. No, people can do that. No. And maybe say for some companies whose turnover is 350 crores as on this date, on the date of budget, if there is a company whose turnover is 350 crores, it will not show sales at all. It will not show sales at all. Why, sir? See, if this company is showing sales, what will happen? Their turnover is going to increase. If their turnover is going to increase, next year they cannot take the benefit. So what lawmakers have done is, see, in the year when budget is coming, On 1st February 2022, whatever budget is there, on 1st February 2022, whatever budget is there, that budget is applicable for which date? On 1st February 2022, whatever budget has come, that is applicable from 1st April. Correct, not correct? That is applicable from 1st April. So whenever the budget came, before this, whatever year is there, no, that year's turnover they are taking. See, the budget came on which date? The budget came on 1st February 2022. Before this, which was the year? It was previous year 2021, or I can say financial year 2021. So before the year of budget, on the date of budget, which is before the year of budget, so in which year did the budget come? For your examination, whatever Finance Act is applicable, for that the budget came on 1st of February 2022. So which is falling under which year? It is falling under the year 21-22. So whenever the budget has come, before this year's turnover they have taken. So in the year when budget has come, before that, whatever year it is, that year's turnover, if it is up to 400 crores, then it will be 25%. If it is more than 400 crores, then 30% normal rates will be applicable. So in short, what they have done, sir, the year in which budget has come, no, that year's turnover they are not taking. Before that, whatever year is there, whichever previous year is there, that year's turnover they are taking, so that no one can make adjustment in their books of accounts to take the benefit of this particular section or particular rate. Now let us solve a question to understand, to find the tax, how is tax computed in case of companies, etc. Question number 1, there is a company called as Priya Saris Private Limited. It is a domestic company and has a total income of, it has what? It has a total income of 1 crore 56 lakh. It has a total income of 1 crore 56 lakhs, and the turnover of this company, turnover in previous year 2021 is 250 crores. Compute tax for previous year 22-23. Now how will your answer be? Now since we know, first we should write a line that since the turnover of Priya Saris in previous year 2021 did not exceed 400 crores, is less than 400 crores, is less than 400 crores, the tax rate for previous year 22-23 shall be 25%. It shall be what, sir? It shall be 25%. So after writing this line, what you are supposed to do? After writing this line, you are required to compute. So computation of tax on total income. Computation of what, sir? Tax on total income. Particulars rupees. Now tax on total income, that is equal to 1.56 crores. 1.56 crores into what is the rate, sir? 25%. 1.56 crores into 25%. So what is the amount coming to? 15. 1.56 crores into 25%, it comes to 39 lakh rupees. Now, since its turnover is, since its total income is more than 1 crore, they will also have to pay surcharge. What is the amount of surcharge it has to pay? It will have to pay a surcharge of 7% on tax. 7% of tax. Add surcharge. How much is the surcharge? 39 lakhs into 7%. So 39 lakhs into 7% is how much, sir? It is 2,73,000. This is the amount of surcharge it has to pay plus 39 lakhs. So it is 41,73,000. Now to this, obviously I should add something called as health and education cess. That is a compulsory item. How much? 4%. 4% of this is into 0.04. 1,66,920 rupees. 1,66,920 rupees. So this amount comes to 43,39,920 rupees. This is the net tax payable. This is the net amount of tax which is required to be paid by this particular company. This is the net tax payable by this company. Okay, now I'll give you a question. Please try it. You can, how do I try, sir? Sir, you are giving a question. How do I try, sir? You will write the answer also. No, sir. Yes. But just pause the video. I'll write the question for you. You just pause the video, compute yourself, then check whether you have done any mistake or not. This will help you understand the provision perfectly. Okay, so this will help you understand the provision perfectly. Question number two. So there is a company called as Priya Saris Private Limited. Priya Saris Private Limited, a domestic company, has a total income. It has a total income of how much? It has a total income of 10 crores 1 lakh. Compute the tax payable if case number 1, turnover of Priya Saris in previous year 2021 is rupees 360 crores. Case number 2, if turnover of Priya Saris in previous year 2021 is rupees 520 crores. Okay, so now you are required to compute the tax payable by Priya Saris. This is the question. The question is in front of you. What is its total income, sir? Its total income is 10 crores 1 lakh rupees. 10 crores 1 lakh rupees. So this is the total income. So this is the total income, 10 crore 1 lakh rupees. Now please note, I'll write the tax rate for first year. Case A, the tax rate will be 25%, and for case B, the tax rate will be 30%. For case B, for case B, the tax rate will be 30%. For case 1, 25%. For case B, it is 30%. Now, I request you to please pause the video and try the answer yourself. This will help you build the concept. Assuming you have tried the question, so let me do the answer. Let me compute the answer now. Let me do the answer. So let me find the answer in first case. Case number 1, answer. Case 1 is what, sir? Turnover of Priya sarees in previous year 2021 is rupees 360 crores. So then how do I do the computation? First, obviously you should write the name of the assessee, Priya Sarees Private Limited, then previous year 22-23, assessment year 23-24, then heading computation of tax on total income, computation of tax on total income, particulars rupees, particulars, first tax on total income, tax on total income, which is nothing but 10.1 crores, 10.01 crore into, first case it is 25%. So how much does it comes to? First case it is what, sir? 25%. It comes to 2 crore 50 lakhs 25,000. Add, why did I write in this color? Add surcharge. Now when the total income is more than 10 crore rupees, what is the surcharge applicable? When the total income is more than 10 crores, what is the surcharge applicable? So the surcharge of 12% is applicable. So tax amount is how much? The tax amount is 2 crore 50 lakhs 25,000 into 12% is the surcharge which I have to pay. So total amount which I have to pay surcharge is 30 lakh 3,000. 30 lakh 3,000, 2 lakh 80,000, 2 crore 80 lakhs 28,000 is the total amount. Is the total amount. Now there is one mistake which I feel if you would have done, maybe there is this mistake which you would have done. There is one mistake which student would have done in this case. If yes, then this would have been the mistake. Sir, what mistake do you think we would have done, sir? Now his total in Priya Sarees total income is how much? Priya Sarees total income is 10 crore 1 lakh rupees. So this total income is slightly above. This total income is slightly above 10 crore rupees. Sir, if it is slightly above 10 crores, what will happen? See, if it is up to 10 crore rupees, if the total income was exactly 10 crore or up to 10 crore, less than 10 crores, then how much surcharge was applicable? 7%. Now, because it is slightly above 10 crore rupees, slightly above 10 crore rupees, higher surcharge limit of 12% is applicable. When the higher surcharge limit is applicable and the income is slightly above the surcharge limit, then what should I do? I should always check for marginal relief. I should always check whether marginal relief is applicable in this case or not. So in the present case, what should I check for? I should check for marginal relief. I should check for marginal relief. Now what I'll do the computation of marginal relief here only. What I'll do is I'll do the computation of marginal relief over here. Sir, but the question never told about marginal relief. No. See, I'll repeat again. Question will never say to compute marginal relief. It is you who should decide. It is you who should check whether the higher rate of surcharge is applicable or not. Whether the turnover is slightly above the surcharge limit or not. It is your duty to check it. It is your duty to check it. So working note number 1, computation of marginal relief. Working note number 1, what, sir? Computation of marginal relief. So what is the marginal if they are going to get? Now marginal if, so if my total income is 10 crore rupees, what is the tax applicable to me, that I should check. So total income 10 crore rupees, so the tax which I have to pay will be, again tax rate is 25%, so 2 crores 50 lakhs is the tax. Add surcharge. How much surcharge, sir? 7% surcharge. How much? 17 lakh 50,000. What is the total amount, sir? 2 crore 67 lakh 50,000. Now 2 crore 16 lakh 50,000. What is my increase in income, sir? My increase in income is by 1 lakh rupees. And what is my increase in tax, sir? Your increase in tax is 12 lakh 78,000. Sir, how did you get this amount? I have done this subtraction. So I am subtracting this amount. I will get what? I will get this particular amount. I am going to get this amount. Okay. So now the difference between increase in income and increase in tax is how much? The difference between increase in income and increase in tax. Now please note, when is surcharge applicable? If increase in tax is more than increase in income, not surcharge, sorry. When is marginal relief applicable? If increase in tax is more than increase in income. Is it so? In this case, is increase in tax more than increase in income? Yes, sir. Then the difference between this is marginal relief. How much is the marginal relief? Marginal relief is 11 lakh 78,000 rupees. So how much marginal relief this person is going to get? 11 lakh rupees, 11 lakh 78,000 rupees. So what will I do over here? I am going to subtract marginal relief. Marginal relief. Please note, marginal relief is applicable to all kind of assessees. Marginal relief is applicable to all kind of assessees for whom surcharge is applicable. Only when surcharge is applicable, marginal relief concept will also follow with itself. So marginal relief is linked to what, sir? Surcharge. All kind of assessees, if surcharge is applicable to them, then check whether their income is slightly above the surcharge limit. If yes, then marginal relief will also be applicable. So how much is the marginal relief they are going to get? 11 lakh 78,000. So what is the difference in this case? The difference comes to 2 crore 68 lakhs 50,000. Add health and education cess at the rate 4%. The amount comes to 10 lakh 74,000 rupees. So net tax payable. Net tax payable is how much? 2 crores 79 lakhs 24,000. 2 crores 79 lakh 24,000. I hope this question is very clear to you all. I hope this point is very clear to you all. I hope you have also understood where you could have done the mistake. I hope you have also understood where you could have done the mistake. Okay, now with that being said, can you now at least try for the second case? Can you now at least try for the second case? What is there in the second case, sir? In the second case, the tax rate is 30%. Instead of 25%, the tax rate is 30%. Now can you please try for the second case? See, we have done case number 1 over here. Can you please try for second case? Tax rate is 30%. So will marginal relief come? Yes, everything else is same. No, everything else is same. Only the tax rate is changed. So please pause the video and check your answer after a pause. Okay, I am doing the computation, but please pause the video and try it yourself. Point number B. If turnover of previous year 2021 is rupees 520 crores, then what is going to happen? In such cases, tax rate is 30% for previous year 22-23. So now let me do the computation straight away without wasting a single second. total income tax amount, total income and tax amount. So if my tax on total income, what is my total income? 10.01 crore into 30%, 3 crores 3 lakh, 3 crores 30,000, 3 crores 30,000 tax. Add surcharge. What is the surcharge in this case? Sir, surcharge is 12%, sir. So 12%, sir. Yes, sir. How much is it? 3.0030000 into 12%. The surcharge comes to rupees 36 lakh 3,600. So the tax amount including surcharge is 3,363,600. 3 crore 36 lakh 33,600 rupees is the tax amount. I am going to subtract what over here? I am going to subtract marginal relief. Sir, in this case also marginal relief is going to come. Yes. How much is the marginal relief? Tell me. Sir, working note number 1, marginal relief. What is the marginal relief in this case? Sir, the marginal relief in this case is, sir, tax on 10 crores comes to 3 crore rupees, because tax it is 30%, as surcharge on 3 crore rupees at 7%, 21 lakhs. So the total comes to 3 crore 21 lakhs. So now increase in income is by 1 lakh and increase in tax is by, increase in income is 1 lakh, increase in tax how much, sir? 15 lakhs 33,600. Difference 14 lakh 33,600. This is the marginal relief. What is this, sir? This is the marginal relief. So how much is the marginal relief in this case? 14 lakh 33,600. Note 1. So the tax after marginal relief is 3 crores 22 lakhs. From this, obviously, what are you going to do? Subtract health and education. Add health and education cess. Add health and education cess. How much? 4%, which comes to 12 lakh 88,000. 12 lakh 88,000. So the total comes to 3 crores 34 lakhs 88,000. So I hope you have got this answer. Net tax payable. I hope you have got this answer. Okay. Now let me just tell you the tax rates which are applicable. So this is all about this particular question. Now let us just discuss about the tax rate which is applicable for partnership firm, including LLP, cooperative societies, etc. So just some 2 minutes discussion and there will be end for today's class. Tax rates for partnership firm, limited liability partnership and local authority. Sir, what is the tax rate for them, sir? The tax rate for them is flat 30%. So irrespective of their income, they have to pay how much tax, sir? How much ever income they are earning, it does not matter. Irrespective of their income, they have to pay a total tax of 30%. They'll have to pay a total tax of 30%. Sir, do they have to pay surcharge? Yes, they have to pay surcharge. Sir, when do they have to pay surcharge? They have to pay surcharge if their total income is more than 1 crore rupees. For then the limit of which, sir, 1 crore is applicable. If their total income is more than 1 crore rupees, they have to pay surcharge of how much? 12% on tax amount. And they also have to pay health and education cess. How much, sir? 4% on tax. That is nothing but tax including surcharge. They also have to pay something called as health and education cess. Okay, so this is the tax rate which is applicable to partnership firm, LLP, local authority. Again, please note, questions will be same as above. Whatever we did for company, no, same types of question will be there. So here, instead of Priya Saris, you can write as Priya Saris LLP, or Priya Saris in bracket partnership firm. What is the tax amount, etc. So answer will be exactly same. There will be no change. So let us not waste solving any questions on this. Next is what's a tax rate for cooperative society. Tax rates for cooperative society. Next is tax rate for cooperative society. Cooperative society. For cooperative society, what is the tax rate, sir? For cooperative society, there is slab rate applicable. So for cooperative society, check what is the total income. If the total income is this much, then this is the tax which they have to pay. If the total income is up to, please note, 10,000 rupees. If the total income is up to 10,000 rupees, sir, only 10,000. Yes, only 10,000. Sir, only 10,000 rupees, sir. Yes, if the total income is up to 10,000 rupees, they have to pay a tax of 10%. If their total income is more than 10,000 but up to 20,000, they have to pay a tax of 20%. If their total income is more than 20,000 but up to if the total income is more than 20,000, they have to pay tax of 30%. Please note, for these companies, cooperative societies, no, normally cooperative societies are not made for profit. They don't do any business, etc. Therefore, for cooperative society, what is the tax rate? Up to 10,000 rupees if they are earning 10%. Meaning, if they are earning 1 rupees also, they have to pay tax. Yes, how much? 10%. Sir, that means if a cooperative society has made an income of 100 rupees, 10 rupees is the tax which they have to pay. Answer is yes. If the cooperative society has made an income of 20,000 rupees, they have to pay tax of 20% rupees. Answer is yes. Sir, are they liable to pay any surcharge, etc.? Yes. A surcharge is applicable to cooperative society. Surcharge is applicable to cooperative society when, sir, if their total income is more than 1 crore rupees. If their total income is more than 1 crore rupees, how much surcharge they have to pay? 12% on tax including a tax amount. And sir, do they have to pay health and education cess? Health and education cess is mandatory. How much? 4% on tax. Tax over here means tax including surcharge. Okay, so this completes our discussion on tax rates. This completes our discussion on tax rates for individual HUF firm, AOP, BOI we had discussed in our previous class, and then for companies, firms and cooperative societies we have discussed in this particular lecture. So this completes our discussion on this particular topic. Now in our next class we are going to discuss about what? In our next class we are going to discuss about special tax rates. Now if you remember, while starting this topic we had done 2 arrow marks. Tax rates are of two types: general tax rates and special tax rates. Now let us do the computation. Please note about all these incomes which are there: long term capital gain, short term capital gain, casual income, etc. In respective chapters we are going to discuss, but let us now see how to compute the tax. If this income is there, how do I compute the tax? Now all the computation which we have done till now is only for slab rates. What if I have some incomes which are taxable at slab rates and some incomes which are taxable at special rates? How do I do the computation of taxes? That is what we are going to check, that is what we are going to do right in our next class. So